Looking pretty well, and this is how the offense looks. David Cronin at second base leads things off. Then Ryan Long, Brant Whiting, Jeff Gardner, Austin Bush at first, Zach Wells in left, Joe DeLuca in the starting lineup. He'll do the catching. Then Hunter Cullen in center and J.J. Gould at shortstop rounds things up. And one man you don't see in that lineup is Travis Harrison. Travis getting a nice little day off here, a day game after a night game, dealing with a little bit of a knee injury right now that he was able to play through yesterday, but gets a much-deserved day off today. I was able to sit down and talk with him earlier today to get his insight on how he's been hitting at the plate and how the team's been rolling as of late. We'll take our first break and come back with that interview. You're listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM.
This is Pat Mitchell-Worley, host of Bill Street Caravan. Join us each Saturday as we bring you the sounds of Memphis, commentary, and music interviews that take you behind the scenes. The show kicks off the All Blues Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. right here on 91.5 WUEV.
Attention UE alumni. Do you know that the UE Alumni Association sponsors numerous events each year in over 20 cities throughout the country and worldwide? Do you know that over 800 alumni, parents, and other friends volunteer with UE as recruiters, mentors, reunion planners, and fundraisers? Do you know how you can get involved? Find out more by visiting our website at www.evansville.edu/alumni.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show. You're on WUEV 91.5 FM. I'm joined by Otters first baseman, DH, left fielder, whatever you really want to call him at this point, Travis Harrison. Travis, how you doing today?
Doing good. Thanks for having me, Sam.
Yeah, of course. And today, you're not in the lineup. You had started, I believe, the past 6 games in the previous week, so you get a much-deserved day off and a stretch of games when you've been playing very well right now. What's been leading to a lot of success at the plate? You've been driving the ball pretty good.
Yeah, I appreciate it. You know, I like to say it's, you know, the work I put in, and you're starting to see the fruits of that, and just trying to stay consistent up there. You know, baseball, there's ups and downs, and you try to take advantage of when you're going well.
Yeah, and right now, obviously, I mentioned that you got a day off here today. How nice is it to kind of get a little bit of a reprieve? You've played, you know, the prior 5 games earlier in the week. You get kind of back-to-back days off now with Monday off as well, and late in the season. That's got to feel pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, I never really liked days off, but because, I mean, I just love being on the field. I tweaked my knee a little bit, and so it's probably the smart thing to do. I'll still be available for maybe like, you know, late inning pinch hit or something if necessary. But yeah, I have today, and then tomorrow we have an off day as a team, so it'd be a nice 2 days to kind of get healthy.
And you mentioned pinch hitting coming into the game. If that were to happen late in the game, Zach Wells recently had a lot of success coming off the bench as a pinch hitter. Are you somebody who's done that before, or how would you keep yourself engaged to get ready for a late inning appearance like that?
I haven't done it a whole lot. I remember the only one I really remember is I had a walk-off grand slam that didn't end up actually counting as a grand slam. It counted as a single because they mauled me before I hit second base. Other than that, I'm sure I struck out plenty too. I just like to remember the good ones. But yeah, you know, pay attention during the game, and you know, when that moment comes, you can kind of feel it coming if necessary, and I'll do my best.
And for a guy that plays every day, pinch hitting is always something that's pretty difficult. And you mentioned that grand slam home run. When was that? And was that your first walk-off home run of your career, or how many have you had now?
I think that must have been my first walk-off home run. Yeah, it was in 2013. Yeah, it must have been 2013 in Cedar Rapids. And I think it was like the 11th inning, it was walk-off grand slam. And like I said, it went over, and then I got all the way around the bases. They were mauling me, but I got all the way around. But the people in front of me on the bases went and got me as well, so they didn't touch home plate. And so it was a big fiasco. But it's I think it's on YouTube. That one's pretty funny.
Are you a little bitter that you didn't get credit for the home run and RBIs?
At first I was, and then it's whatever, you make it up somehow, it all evens out.
And at the start of this interview, you were talking about how you're hitting the ball really well right now, but right before this hot stretch, you were going through a little bit of a tough time. What's kind of changed for you, or is it just kind of the peaks and valleys of the season and you got to stick with it?
I mean, that's probably most of it, honestly. I mean, sometimes it just doesn't go your way. Sometimes you're not seeing it great for whatever reasons. I remember coming, I was struggling for a couple games there, and then I made a pretty small adjustment. And then I struggled for one more game, and but I could see it slowly starting to work, and then boom, it just clicks. And once you start building confidence, then once you're hitting the ball well, then they pitch around you more often, then you get more walks. The next thing you know, you're going 1 for 2 or 2 for 3 with 2 or 3 walks instead of 1 for 5 or something like that, and that makes it easier.
And one thing you asked me at the beginning of this homestand, I think it was the first game where you were starting out in left field, and I went back and checked. You asked me if it was your first start here at Bosse Field in left field, and it actually was.
What?
So, and one thing that I've talked to other guys who have played left, like Zach Wells and Hunter Cullen when he's out there, is that left field at Bosse Field can be kind of tricky. What makes it difficult?
There's a bunch of shadows. I mean, hitting, 6:30 games, hitting in the first couple innings is always difficult for a right-hander because there's a window out there that not a lot of people notice, but as a right-hander hitter, you notice it because the ball comes right out of it. So the shadows from left, they're kind of strange, and then just if you're not used to playing left field, there's a lot of balls at top spin or side spin. You get kind of some weird balls, kind of right in center field and right field, a little more backspin, a little easier to track it. So yeah, left's not the easiest position on the field at all, and so when you don't get a lot of time out there, you just try to maybe play a little more defensive than you would be if you're comfortable.
Well, Travis, thank you so much for your time. Enjoy the day off, and maybe we'll see you in the game later today.
All right, thanks, Sam.
You've been listening to the Evansville Otters pregame show on WUEV 91.5 FM.
Investing in your education is one of the smartest things you can do for yourself. The job market is really competitive right now.
University of Evansville is a very prestigious university. I was really nervous at the beginning, going back to school after 18 years.
This is the most doable thing. It's one night a week.
It's an excellent program. You learn a lot about yourself.
Earning my degree at U of E has made a huge impact in my life.
Make an impact on your career today. Visit evansville.edu/adult education.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
Welcome back to the Evansville Otters pregame show here on WUEV 91.5 FM alongside Bill McCune. I'm Sam Jelinek, counting you down to first pitch here from Bosse Field. It's the Evansville Otters against the Schaumburg Boomers in the finale of this 3-game set. Evansville looking to pick up their second sweep of the season this afternoon in a 2:05 start. And one thing to keep an eye out on in this ball game is, today's a Sunday afternoon game. Some teams better during day games than others, but the Otters historically this season have struggled a lot in Sunday matchups. 4-9 this season. At home, they're fine, 3-3, but on the road, they've struggled significantly in Sunday matchups, 1-6. Just a little oddity about the game coming up today, and hopefully the Otters will be able to overcome it.
Yeah, that's ironic. You say they're having trouble during the day games. To me, baseball's baseball, and whether it's 2 o'clock in the afternoon game, a 6 at night, or an 8 at night, baseball's baseball. The only thing I always didn't enjoy in playing, on a Sunday or whatever, having that sun coming in out of the center field directly into a batter's eyes. That used to be. And believe it or not, some of the fields were that way.
Yeah, and Travis Harrison talked about it in the interview when I asked him about playing left field here. He said one of the more difficult things is actually when you're hitting for a 6:35 game, the sun coming straight in from on top of the center field fence. Sometimes you can't see the ball very clearly out of the hand. The shadows covering home plate, but not the mound, and the ball coming through that makes it difficult to see. But here today, we got full sunshine on the field. Both teams are out there for the national anthem, and we'll take our final break and be back with first pitch here from Bosse Field. It's the Evansville Otters and the Schaumburg Boomers coming up next here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
Habitat for Humanity Evansville and the University of Evansville are pleased to announce the Purple Crew Signature Program. The Purple Crew is a program for all UE students, alumni, faculty, and staff to help build houses and earn hours. The goal of the Purple Crew is to help Habitat for Humanity reach its goal of 500 homes this year. Want to get involved? Simply go to Habitat's website, evansvillehabitat.org/volunteer. Then click on the Volunteer Now banner. Register with Habitat as a volunteer and then select days you can build. You can also register as a team. It'll be a fun environment, and after 15 hours, you get a Purple Crew t-shirt.
Free music, ticket giveaways, artist interviews, and jazz that cooks the blues away. The sounds are perking hot in the Jazz Cafe. I'm Paul Mattingly. I bring all that is jazz and focus on some of the best in area music and culture. Tune into the Jazz Cafe every Friday from 3 until 6 p.m. If online music is your obsession, catch us at WUEV.org. 91.5 UEV is your only place for jazz in the tri-state.
You wanted to be a teacher when you were little, but as you grew up, things changed. Teaching just didn't seem like the best option anymore, so you decided to become something else. But what would your 12-year-old self say? Interesting and innovative things are happening in teaching today, so it's time to put it back on your list. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise. You had it right the first time.
Find out how you can make more at teach.org. Make more. Teach. Brought to you by Teach and the Ad Council.
It's time for Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM, WUEV. 3-1. Long. Toward right. Toward the corner. Toward the foul pole and over the wall. Fair. Home run for Ryan Long.
1-0, hit high in the air to deep left field. This one's gonna tie the game. A 2-run home run for Toby Thomas.
Don't forget, Otters fans, you can catch every Evansville Otters broadcast on 91.5 FM, WUEV, online at evansvilleotters.com, and through the WUEV mobile app.
The Otters take Game 5 by a score of 1-0, and they are the 2016 Frontier League champions.
Now, let's go out to the diamond for all of the exciting action.
Welcome to Bosse Field. It's a beautiful Sunday afternoon. We've got some day baseball to bring to you as the Evansville Otters look to sweep the Schaumburg Boomers and extend their winning streak to 3 right now. It's Randy Wynn on the bump for Evansville, and this is how the defense looks behind him. Zach Wells in left, Hunter Cullen in center, Jeff Gardner in right, Ryan Long at third, J.J. Gould at short, David Cronin at second. First, Joe DeLuca will do the catching, which forms the battery with Mr. Randy Wynn out on the mound. Fans, this pitcher and catcher battery is sponsored by the Answer Auto Repair East. Get all your battery needs at the Answer Auto Repair East. Give them a call at 812-475-9000. And welcoming into the booth now, my co-pilot and trusty partner for today's game, Bill McCune. How you doing, Bill?
Oh, rough. Today is dogs in the park.
First pitch from Randy Wynn to open the game's a fastball on the outside corner for strike one. We're underway here from Bosse Field. Wynn working quickly, his 0-1 to Jack Parente. A fastball zips onto the outside corner quickly, 0-2. Randy Wynn having a fine season, was named an all-star earlier this year. 6'2", 190-pound righty. Shakes off.
Go ahead, I'm sorry.
Wynn shakes off the sign. Now the 0-2, fastball outside, 1-2.
Had a great game the last time out, so let's hope he can duplicate it today.
Yeah, Randy had a complete game, his third of the season back on Tuesday against Lake Erie. Never really broke a sweat. His 1-2 to Parente, fastball pushes the left-handed batter off the plate, and the count's even at 2. Randy now 5-7 on the season, a 3.60 ERA. 92 and a third innings, 76 strikeouts, and just 12 walks. His 2-2 pitch. Line down the left field side, going towards the corner. That's going to be foul. Hooking just to the left of the foul line. Still 2-2 on Parente. Wynn, as I'm sure you've noticed this season and already in this game, likes to work fast, and faster. He'll really try to rear it up there on the mound. Doesn't like to really miss a beat out there on the bump. Likes to keep things moving, not let anybody fall asleep. 2-2 on Parente to open up the game. Wynn gets his sign, rocks and deals the 2-2 pitch. Slider hangs upstairs, and the count's full on Parente. He's had a nice series here against the Otters. 3 hits so far, all 3 of them coming last night. 333 hitter from the left side. Wins payoff pitch. Fastball rolled on the ground out towards second. Cronin a few steps to his right, gets it on the backhand, and fires over to first to retire Parente, the first out of the game.
I tell you what, guy like Parente, you better hustle to get that ball over to first base. That man motored down to first base. And you double pump, he would have been safe.
Yeah, Parente with good speed, but is had there by Cronin. And now it's Zach Weigel with 1 out here in the top of the first inning.
It's always nice to get the first out of the first batter in the first game.
Weigel, left-handed bat, wins first pitch. Fastball pops the mitt, but just outside for ball 1.
I tell you what, Sam, we got an awful lot of dogs in the ballpark today. And I mean...
1-0 is popped in the air to shallow left field. Wells takes a few steps in, now gliding back, camped underneath of it. He puts it away for the second out of the inning.
And I'm talking about animal dogs now, not anything else. So today is what, dogs in the park or wolf in the park or whatever?
Bark in the park.
All right. Anyway, it's really nice to see so many dogs out here.
Now with 2 outs here, Sean Godfrey, the DH, wins first. Breaking ball a little upstairs across the letters for ball 1. 2 outs, top of the first inning, just underway here from Bossy Field. Wins 1-0. Nice sharp breaking pitch on the outside corner, 1-1. Wynn will mix in a fastball, changeup, curveball, and slider. Uses any of them in any count. 1-1 pitch. Fastball called, strike 2 on the outside corner at the knees, 1-2.
I tell you, Randy so far has been throwing strikes.
That's what he does. Barely a walk per 9 innings. The 1-2 slashed foul out of play on the right-hand side. And I'm in communication right now. Paul Bragans are board off today, but Paul Mattingly still tuning in and listening. He says, woof, woof.
Oh. I tell you that, Paul.
Wins 1-2 again. Fastball just outside. Looked like it had the corner.
I thought he was going to be rung up on that one. Yeah, Paul Mattingly, I mean, one of the great ones.
2 outs, top of the first inning. The 2-2 to Godfrey. Swung on and missed. He waves away at the curveball. Comes up empty. Randy Wynn with the 1-2-3 inning, and will go to the bottom half of the first. It's Schaumburg nothing, and Evansville coming to bat here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, I'm Bill Morgan of Bill Morgan.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krookemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer and Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krookemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krookemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krookemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krookemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the first inning we go. It's Schaumburg nothing, and Evansville coming to take their first swings. Chris Powell out on the mound for the Schaumburg Boomers. The righty's 6'2", 185 pounds, 2-1 with his previous team this season, the Martinez Clippers of the Pacific Association, but 0-2 here with the Schaumburg Boomers with a 3.46 ERA. David Cronin steps in to lead things off from the left side. Powell on the mound from the stretch, his first pitch. Called strike one on the outside corner, and we're underway in the Otters' home half of the first.
I wonder if that's his fastball. That didn't look like it had any velocity at all. Now notice his legs. Wow, look, see that? See him?
It's almost just like coming set now. The 0-1 bounced on the ground to second. The second baseman Parente charges a few steps to his left, gobbles it up and throws on over to first to retire Cronin, the first out of the Otters' first inning.
I was going to describe it as restless legs.
Yeah.
And how, you know, he moves those legs like they're bothering him. I wonder if he does that with a man on, whether that be a balk or not.
Oh, I mean, I imagine if he does it every time and comes to the complete stop, he'd be fine. But it's still, you're right, very peculiar to see.
Yeah. A balk, if a person does it consistently, it's not a balk.
Now Ryan Long, left-handed bat again. The first pitch to him. Fastball on the outside corner for strike one.
But generally a pitcher or a manager or coach goes and tells the umpire beforehand, say, hey, be careful. He does this all the time.
Long hitting 277 this season. The pitch high and outside, 1-1.
The object is not to confuse the runner, and that's it. You can't do it once in a while and not do it others.
Powell comes to the ready on the mound. His light kick, the 1-1. Fastball down and in on the feet of Long, 2-1. This is how the defense looks for Schaumburg this afternoon. It's Moore out in left, Weigel in center, Jones in right. Towns at third, Hartnagel at short, Parente at second, Ferguson at first, and Nick Odo behind the plate. Powell's pitch, foul tipped at the plate off the catcher Odo, trickles just into the batter's box, and the count's even at 2.
That's something you don't see. Umpire run all the way out to a jog, all the way out to the pitcher's mound to place the ball in the pitcher's glove. Generally, he flips it. I've never seen that.
I think part of the reason was that foul ball nicked Odo on the way by, trying to give his counterpart in the mask a little bit of extra time.
Okay, I'll tell you what, you analyze everything. You sure you don't have a major in a minor in psychology?
2-2, fastball called strike 3, outside corner at the knees. Long rung up looking for the second out of the first. It's something I've talked to both catchers and umpires alike. When I umpired quite a few years ago, it was one thing I was taught, hey, if the catcher ever gets hit, you know, by a foul tip or whatever, go give the ball out to the mound, brush off the plate, give them some extra time, so then that way when the same happens to you, they'll give you the extra time. Now Brant Whiting watches the first pitch come inside and low for ball 1.
Oh, I wish I found umpires like you years ago when I played.
And then catchers also do it almost as a show of good favor. 1-0 pitch to Whiting. Takes outside, a touch high as well, 2-0. No score, bottom half of the first inning. Evansville and Schaumburg playing the finale of this 3-game series. Otters going for the sweep. Schaumburg trying to salvage a game.
You know what I find interesting?
.3-0 pitch to Whiting. Takes it just a bit high off the outside corner. That's a 4-pitch walk. The Otters get the first base runner of the game on a free pass to Whiting. Hardy had just been activated off the DL, and possibly day game after night game. That might be the thing, but you're right. 3 hits, 1 game coming off.
Yeah, and if you recall, he stole second and scored on one of those runs that they got in the, 6th inning or so. It was because he stole second base.
Now with 2 away, here's Jeff Gardner back into the cleanup spot tonight with Travis Harrison out of the lineup. Everybody moves up 1 spot. Gardner, left-handed hitter. Whiting at first. The first pitch. Fastball above the belt, 1-0. 2 outs, a man at first, and Gardner the hitter. Average now peaking above 280 at 281.
What was that outfielder that played for the Phillies, Allen? What was his first name?
Dick Allen?
Yeah, Dick Allen. I'll tell you a story about playing in a night game and then a Sunday afternoon game when we get a chance. Interesting story.
Yeah, Dick Allen, some consider to be one of the better Phillies to have ever played the game, a potential Hall of Fame argument as well. 1-0 on Gardner, the pitch. Fastball tails onto the outer edge at the knees, 1-1.
Well, Andy's not going to give any signs down there, so it's no, I don't think.
Whiting has not attempted to steal this season.
Well, I don't think he's got rabbit speed.
The 1-1's bounced off the foot of Gardner, swings and fouls it off, 1-2.
You know, he surely wouldn't race in the 500 Indy.
1-2. Gardner, 2 outs, bottom of the first. Otters looking to score in the first inning for the 3rd straight game. Powell set the pitch. Broken bat, one hopper to the second baseman Parente, gets it on the short hop and fires on over to first to retire Gardner for the final out of the inning. We'll go to the second after one. We're scoreless from Bosse Field here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North 1st Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
I'm Billy Bolin, and I want to share some exciting news with you about Mickey's Kingdom. Back in 2004, our community came together to build Kids Kingdom, and I'm proud to say our community is coming together again. This September, we're going to build a larger, better, and more accessible playground for people of all abilities, including a swing and merry-go-round that accommodate wheelchairs. The original playground was 12,000 square feet. Mickey's Kingdom will be 20,000 square feet, have a poured-in-place rubber surface, and will climb higher in the air. If you would like to learn how you can help, please visit our website at mickeyskingdom.downtownevansville.com.
Heritage Federal Credit Union has 7 full-service branches in both Evansville and Newburgh, serving more than 38,000 members. Membership is open to anyone who lives, works, worships, or attends school in Vanderburgh or Warwick County. Heritage Federal Credit Union offers mortgage and consumer loans, checking and savings accounts, as well as online banking for members. Heritage Federal Credit Union can be reached toll-free by phone at 1-800-858-1693. It can also be found online at hfcu.info.
Hey Otters fans, whether you're searching for an exquisite diamond engagement ring, diamond anniversary band, dazzling earrings, or a gorgeous diamond bracelet, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the place for extraordinary value and a pleasurable experience. Krukemeyer & Kahn, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. To the top of the second inning we go. We're scoreless after 1 inning of play from Bosse Field between the Evansville Otters and the Schaumburg Boomers. Otters looking for their 3rd straight win over Schaumburg to complete the series sweep. Schaumburg hoping to take at least 1 game when they return back home and then travel on to Traverse City later next week.
I wonder on the 6 o'clock news tonight whether the sports is going to feature the baseball or those dogs. I see those TV cameras snapping up all the dogs around.
The first pitch of the inning to Ty Moore is on the outside corner from Wynn, 0-1. Here's the next pitch. Swung on and missed, tied up Moore inside with a curveball on the back foot, and it's quickly 0-2. Moore, the cleanup man for Schaumburg, hitting .343 this season.
And as you say, he crowds the plate.
Right on top of the dish. Wins 0-2. Fastball high. Moore tries to check his swing. Will appeal to first. But Bartelstein down at the first base bag says he held up in time. And the count's 1-2. Steve Bartelstein down the line. Your base umpire tonight. Phil Kundle behind the plate. Moore left-handed hitter. The 1-2. Fastball called strike 3 on the inside corner. Wynn front doors it on Moore, gets him looking. His second punch out of the game and back-to-back dating to the end of the first inning.
It's so amazing, Sam, when you see a batter had the third strike called on them, and they just walked back to their respective dugouts. They are telling you, yes, it was a good call.
Yeah, sometimes you just tip your cap, say pitcher made a good pitch, and that's that. Now it's Colin Ferguson, another left-handed swinger, takes a rip at the first pitch and fouls it straight back for strike one.
One of the former managers in this league was Jack Clark, and if you recall, Jack Clark with the Padres and
Cardinals, correct?
Cardinals, the Red Sox, San Francisco.
The 0-1 is skied in the air to left center field. Center fielder Colin chasing after it. He's there. He calls off the left fielder Wells and makes the catch for the second out of the inning.
Anyway, Jack Clark used to strike out about 200 times a year, and I'm going to say at least 100 of those were called strikes. And he would argue and argue, and you would say after a while, it's not umpire B, it's umpire C, D, E, and F that are calling them out.
Two quick outs here in the top of the second inning, still scoreless between Schaumburg and Evansville. Kenny Towns, the hitter, wins first pitch. Fastball sizzles in over the heart of the plate for strike one. Towns, the third baseman, hitting .274 this season. DeLuca sets up down and away the pitch. It's right there, and Towns swings through it. Can't hit the curveball, and it's quickly 0-2.
I hope Randy continues to throw baseballs like he is today.
0-2, slider tried for the outside corner again, but a little bit too far off the plate. Towns lays off 1-2.
He really's got good stuff today.
Wynn straddling the rubber, peers in for his sign. He's got it. The 1-2 slider outside.
Ooh.
Towns was able to lay off of that one, and the count's even 2-2.
Remember, he said the umpires do make mistakes, or errors. I think that's one of them.
The 2-2 pitch, fastball, called strike three on the outside corner. Wynn didn't miss his spot there, able to paint the edge. 3 strikeouts in the game already for Wynn, and we'll go to the bottom half of the second. It's Schaumburg nothing and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
The bottom half of the second inning we go. It's no score here from Bosse Field. A nice afternoon day game with the bark in the park, a few doggos running around, having some fun. And Austin Bush will lead it off for Evansville here in the second.
And we've got a pretty good crowd here today, Sam. Maybe the bark in the park brought them out.
Bush leading it off, hitting 5th. Everybody moved up a spot due to Travis Harrison's absence from the lineup. Bush, big left-handed swinger. The first pitch takes a big rip and drills it in the air to left center field. Moore moving back in front of the track. He reaches out and makes the catch on the run. Just traversing on to the left center field warning track. Bush put a good charge into it, but Moore able to flag it down for the first out of the inning.
You know, I was watching Moore go after that, and it looked like he was trotting. He didn't give it his full steam, although, you know, sometimes a person's actions can deceive you. I know one time I with the Corning Royals, and I was timing the batters to first base, and I kept saying, "Run, run, run!" And finally, that was the kid's best time.
Here's Zach Wells now, takes a first pitch here, way high for ball one.
But it looked like he was trotting all the time, you know, and it just had the impression. And there was a major leaguer, played with Baltimore, did the same thing, and I don't recall his name now, but.
1-0. Fastball on the outside corner, 1-1. Wells hitting from the right side here, a 210 hitter. 1 out, nobody on. Yeah, there's just some of those guys that, like, looks like it's so effortless, you know, the kind of effortless power or effortless running. 1-1 pitch. Skips in, 2-1. You know, guys out on the mound that are shoving in 95, 96. They're barely breaking a sweat. For some people, it's just a natural ability.
Right, and then you take me. I mean, you know, I run as hard as I can the first. The legs are going one way and the arms are another, and my head is dripping.
2-1 to Wells, swung on and missed. Took a pitch just above the belt, took a hack at it. 2-2 now.
Yeah, the newspaper people used to love to write about. I not only played the piano going down the first, I sang as well.
2-2 pitch to Wells. Fastball misses off the outside corner. Powell tried to spot that one up, but no dice. 3-2 the count. Powell's already walked one in the game. That was Brant Whiting in the first on 4 pitches. Now 3-2 on Wells. Bases clear. 1 out in the second. Payoff delivery. Wells lines it down the left field side, but that's going to hook foul into the Schaumburg bullpen. We'll do the 3-2 one more time. Powell making his 3rd start for Schaumburg this season. He's a relative veteran of independent leagues at this point. He's played in 3 of them with 4 different teams. Spent last season in the American Association with the Sioux City Explorers. Then began this year with the Gary South Shore Railcats. The pitch swung on and missed. Wells chased a fastball high and tight. Second punch out of the game for Powell, and 2 outs in the second.
And here comes Mr. DeLuca that got that big hit yesterday. Well, I got a chance there. About that Allen quiz. Allen was playing for Oakland. My brother was managing. And they were in Toronto. And they played the night game. And the next day, Jack inserted Allen as the pitch hitter in the afternoon game. And he refused. And he said, "Oh, no, I don't play no afternoon games after a night game." So Jack fined him $5,000. So he just called Finley, Allen did, and I'll tell you in a minute.
First pitch to Joe DeLuca, misses high for ball 1. 2 outs, nobody on, bottom of the second, no score.
Allen, Finley calls my brother and says, "Hey, you can't find him. That's in his contract. He can't play."
The 1-0, fastball misses high and outside. DeLuca ahead in the count, 2-0.
Yeah, he's not allowed to play an afternoon game after playing a night game. I said, what kind of contracts do you get? So he wasn't fined at $5,000.
DeLuca, switch hitter, batting from the left side. 2-0 pitch, swung on, foul tipped at the plate off the catcher, 2-1. Yeah, Charlie Finley had a lot of weird stipulations in contracts. The facial hair bonus, that was always a fan favorite that led to Raleigh Fingers with that handlebar mustache that was so beautiful.
And one thing people don't realize is Finley's girlfriend used to travel with the team.
Seriously?
Oh, yes. And as soon as the game was over, she called Finley to report what happened in the game. And what else? And
2-1 to DeLuca, lined down the right field side. That one hops into the Otters bullpen, hits off of somebody's foot, but everybody is okay. 2-2 on Joe.
And my brother Jack would say, well, it'd be 1, 2, 3 in the morning. He'd wait, and finally the telephone call would come, and Finley would relate everything the girlfriend told him, and then Jack would have to explain what went on. Oh, yeah. Can you imagine having a front row seat and being a girlfriend?
Powell's 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses downstairs, 3-2. DeLuca hitting .296 this season, 3 doubles, 10 RBIs. Switch hitters had a lot more success from the left side of the plate as opposed to the right so far this season. Back elbow up high. Chokes up on the bat. The 3-2 pitch. Skied in the air out to left field. Left fielder Moore barely moving. Settled underneath of it. Loses it in the sun for a second, but recovers to make the catch for the final out of the inning. A little scare there for Schaumburg, but Moore hauls it in. And we'll go to the third. It's Evansville nothing and Schaumburg nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Hi, this is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
This message is for all of you sitting in the passenger seat. And apologies if it gets a little uncomfortable, but how does it feel to be at the mercy of someone who thinks a random text is more important than your life? Someone who takes their eyes off the road while speeding along in a 3-ton hunk of steel. Freaky, right? Well, why not just ask them to stop? Or better yet, volunteer to text for them. It might be a little awkward, but believe me, you'll live.
Learn more at StopTextStopWrecks.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration.
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at myMarathonStation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is fueling the American spirit.
We move to the third inning here on a lazy Sunday alongside Bill McHugh. I'm Sam Jelinek. And we got a scoreless ball game on our hands here at Bosse Field. Schaumburg nothing and Evansville nothing after 2 frames.
Not only a scoreless, a hitless. Either team has got a hit.
7, 8, and 9 in the order for Schaumburg here to begin the third. Jones, Odo, and Hartnagel. Jones, left-handed batter, stands in, wins first pitch. Glides a fastball over the inside corner, 0-1. Brandy through the first 2 frames has not allowed a base runner. He struck out 3 as well. 0-1 offering. Rolled on the ground up the first base side, foul, and it's quickly 0-2.
I tell you what, this field looks beautiful, Sam. This is one of the nicest baseball parks in the entire United States.
Wins 0-2 pitch. Changeup hit through the hole on the right side. That's a base hit. Jones waits back enough, barrels it up, and able to guide it through the right side for the first hit of the game for Schaumburg.
Doesn't that always happen? Guy hasn't made an error in 15 chances, and next ground ball, the errors. Or he hasn't had a hit, like you said, the guy the other night, 23 times at bat, and he gets 2 hits.
A leadoff base runner for Schaumburg, their first of the game. And now Nick Odo stands in, another left-handed swinger. Jones at first, takes his lead, wins first pitch. Flown in the air to shallow left center field. Cullen started back, now racing in, and the center fielder makes the catch, charging in towards the diamond for the first out of the inning.
Hunter takes charge out there, and if you notice, no matter where the ball is, whether it's right center or left center, Hunter's always the guy that's going to get that ball because he calls everyone out. He does a pretty good job out there.
Wynn retires Odo on just 1 pitch. Now it's Michael Hartnagel, the 9-hole hitter. Runner still at first. No score, top of the third. Right on right matchup here. Win from the stretch. First pitch. Fastball guided in across the knees or down the middle for strike 1 on Hartnagel. Third baseman Long is going to play even with the bag. Middle infield back for the double play. And Bush holding on the runner at first.
Yeah, he got a sign down there. He's going to be going.
Throw over to first, had him leaning, but Jones dives back to the bag safely.
Right, he was putting it in first gear.
Wayne with pretty quick feet out there on the mound. Another throw over, and Jones dives back safely.
Yeah. You know, it's ironic when you watch those coaches and they don't give any signs at all. They're like mummies down there at third base.
The 0-1. Another heater from Wynn, this time on the outside edge for a called strike 2. And Hartnagel quickly behind 0-2.
And then finally they give some signs and they just give themselves away. Like now, see, he hasn't done a thing. Probably took that seal off after pickoffs.
0-2, popped in the air shallow down the right field line. Gardner traversing over towards it, and while running towards the line, makes the catch for the second out of the inning. Now the lineup turns over for Schaumburg. Jack Parente digs in here, bounced out to second his first time up on a nice play by David Cronin, ranging up the middle. 2 outs, no score, top of the third. Jones still at first following his leadoff hit. Win set. Fires home the first pitch. Another fastball on the outside corner. Wynn has got some great command of his fastball tonight, or this afternoon rather. He's been spotting it up well early on, jumping ahead of every hitter. And I wish I'd been keeping track, but I think he started off each hitter with a first pitch strike. Throw back over to first, and Jones in on his belly, back safely.
Yeah. Unless he's got the green light on his own, the third base coach has not given a sign.
Wynn's 0-1 pitch. Taps softly on the ground to second. Cronin waits back on it, picks it up, and throws to first. Second baseman throws out his counterpart for Schaumburg for the final out of the inning. We'll go to the bottom half of the third. Still Schaumburg nothing and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krugemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krugemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krugemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krugemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krugemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krugemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
The bottom half of the third inning, we move along. Schaumburg just picked up the first hit of the game, but we're still scoreless going into the bottom half of the third. Hunter Cullen, the 8-hole hitter, is going to lead it off for Evansville. Left-handed batter playing center field again tonight for the Otters, the third straight game for him. Up against Chris Powell on the mound. 6'2" righty has been good thus far. 2 strikeouts and a walk, no hits allowed. First pitch to Hunter is a fastball high for ball 1. Powell, oddly enough, threw 2 innings, despite having not given up a base or just 1 base runner so far. The pitch popped in the air to left. The left fielder Moore takes a few steps back, shields his eyes from the sun, and a few steps in, he makes the catch for the first out of the inning. Despite Powell not really being too dominant so far in this game, not overpowering anybody, his strike to ball ratio right now just 17-14, which, you know, is kind of tight for a guy that has only allowed 1 base runner thus far. But anywho, it's 1 out here in the bottom of the third. Still scoreless. Now J.J. Gould, the 9th place hitter. Powell from the stretch, the first pitch. Guides a fastball over the outer half for strike one at the belt. Gould, the Otters shortstop, hitting an even 200 this season at the Mendoza line. Elbow guard on the front arm, no batting gloves, and he swings away at the 0-1 and skies it in the air, foul ground first base side. First baseman Ferguson traverses into foul territory to make the catch just outside of the coach's box for the second out of the inning quickly.
Back to the top of the order, number 6, the second baseman, David.
Lineup turns over here for David Cronin. David bounced out to second on the second pitch he saw, leading off the Otters' first inning. Schaumburg nothing, Evansville nothing still here in the bottom of the third. Evansville just one base runner, that was a walk to Brant Whiting back in the first. Since then though, Chris Powell settled in. Retired 6 straight hitters. First pitch to Cronin. Fastball above the hands for ball 1.
Yeah, he's got 2 ground outs to second base, and he's got 3 flyouts to left field. And that's more or less the bulk of his 2 strikeouts and a pop to first base.
1-0 fastball, tails outside to Cronin, 2-0.
So he's spreading his wealth about.
Cronin, left-handed hitter, has really been tearing the cover off the baseball over his past 5 games, heating up substantially. 8 hits in his past 17 tries. 2-0 pitch hit hard on the ground to first. First baseman Ferguson stays down on it though, picks it up and takes it to the bag himself for the final out of the inning. Otters go down 1-2-3 for the second straight frame, and we'll go to the fourth. It's Schaumburg nothing and Evansville nothing. You're on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
The local area Pepsi Bottling Group distributors would like to wish the Evansville Otters the best of luck in today's contest. Featuring Pepsi Company products for distribution to retailers and vendors in the Tri-State, the Pepsi Bottling Group has 3 Tri-State locations at 901 East Diamond Avenue in Evansville, 2605 West Main Street in Marion, Illinois, and at 3081 Kentronics Drive in Owensboro. More information on Pepsi products can be found online at PepsiCo.com. Pepsi, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
The University of Evansville bookstore, located on the first floor of UE's Ridgeway Center, is your one-stop shop for University of Evansville apparel and gifts. The bookstore features various UE items, including clothing from Nike, J America, and Cotton Exchange. The bookstore is open Monday through Thursday, 8 a.m. to 6 p.m., Friday, 8 a.m. to 4:30, and Saturday, 10 to 2. Parking is available on Walnut Street and in UE's H-Lot. The UE bookstore can also be found on the web at evansville.bkstr.com. The University of Evansville bookstore.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank Sinorama Evansville for their support this season. Sinorama Evansville is a multi-application supplier of custom-made signs, banners, and decals in the Tri-State. Located at 1300 North Royal Avenue in Evansville, Sinorama is open 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. They can be reached by phone at 812-477-7763 and can be found online at sinorama.com/in-Evansville. Sinorama Evansville, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course has the best golf rates in town. Now offering 18 holes with a cart for just $18. Don't forget the dollar drafts and $5 pitchers of ice-cold beer. Come and visit the Bolt Thunderbolt Pass Golf Course, a supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Moving ahead to the top of the 4th inning, still scoreless from Bossy Field between the Schaumburg Boomers and the Evansville Otters. Only seen a grand total of 2 base runners in this game. Randy Wynn back to work here in the 4th, and his first pitch to Zach Weigel is a looping breaking ball on the outside corner at the knees for strike 1.
On my way over
the 0-1 to Weigel, hit high in the air to deep right center field. Cullen going back, same with Gardner, and it's the right fielder to haul it in on the track with an outstretched arm for the first out of the inning. Weigel, the hardest hit ball we've seen off of Randy Wynn thus far in the game, but Jeff Gardner with a great read off the bat, able to track it down after a long run into the alley.
Again, I reiterate my point. Gardner's one of the best, if not the best, right fielder in the Frontier League. The way he went after that ball, it's just amazing. Got to give him 2 stars.
First pitch to Sean Godfrey, a sharp breaking ball, tacks on to the outside corner, 0-1.
I was going to say I passed the golf course on the way in, and it was packed.
The 0-1 breaking pitch skied in the air to left center field. Wells and Cullen there, but it's the center fielder calling for it. And into the alley, Hunter makes the catch for the second out of the frame very quickly here in the top half of the fourth.
Number 8.
Are you a golfer?
I am, in fact, a golfer.
Okay.
Played at Syracuse.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Little does nobody know, Syracuse does not have a Division I men's college golf team.
No kidding. I know they got a pretty good football team and a pretty good basketball team.
Back in the day, the football was good. Not so much lately. But here's Ty Moore. Looks at a first pitch curveball down in the dirt for ball one. That's the third straight hitter win. Has started with a breaking pitch here in the top of the fourth inning. Nobody on, 2 outs. So might be a little change of pace for Randy the second time through the order here. 1-0 home to Moore. Doubles up on the curveball, misses just outside and a little low, 2-0.
I thought that was it.
Moore hitting .343, 6 home runs, 53 driven home. Win behind in the count, the 2-0 pitch. Goes with the curveball again, this time just a bit high. 3-0 on Moore. Win missing high, missing low. Trying to find it somewhere in between now. Kicks and deals the pitch. Moore takes a heater on the outside corner at the belt, 3-1. Moore in his past 10 games, now a .538 batting average. 2 home runs, 11 driven in. Some gaudy numbers. The pitch swung on and missed way out in front of the changeup. Moore trying to ambush a fastball, and it's 3-2.
He got to watch that back swing because he could hit the catcher. It looked like he hit our catcher. I remember being hit many times by batters like that.
Wins payoff pitch. Bounced on the ground towards the hole on the second base side. Cronin over, hits off his glove down to his feet, but he picks it up and throws out Moore at first for the final out of the inning. Randy Wynn has thrown 4 scoreless. Otters will try to get him some runs as we go to the bottom half of the fourth. It's Schaumburg nothing and Evansville nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
To the bottom half of the fourth inning we go. Got a special guest appearance from Paul Mattingly up here in the booth. Always great to see him. And we chug along to the bottom half of the frame. Ryan Long leads it off for the Otters. Powell back to work for the Boomers, and Long swings at the first pitch and rips it hard on the ground up the middle. That's a base hit. Long with the first base knock of the game for Evansville. A leadoff single here to open up the fourth.
Well, I'll tell you what, we we were expecting someone to open up the game with that with a base hit. And,
it's about time.
Yeah, couldn't ask for a better man.
Long struck out looking his first time up, but this time jumps on the first pitch and gets a single out of it. Now it's Brant Whiting, no score, bottom of the fourth. Whiting, left-handed batter, the first pitch misses high, 1-0. Long, the first hit of the game for the Otters, the second base runner. Whiting was the first man on for Evansville with a walk in the first. Powell comes set on the mound, checks the runner, the pitch. Fouled back to the screen, and the count's even at 1. Wind blowing pretty hard right now out to left field, right to left across the diamond. Anything up in the air to left could get a little extra carry. Long held on by Ferguson at the bag. Powell set his pitch. Fastball outside and a little high as well. 2 balls and a strike on Whiting. DH tonight, or this afternoon, after catching yesterday. 315 on the season, a home run, 7 driven in. Wiggles the bat in his hands, the pitch. Swings away and pops it up on the infield, right to the shortstop Hartnagel. Shielding his eyes from the sun with his glove, he makes the catch just onto the outfield grass. 1 away here in the fourth.
And one thing I'll say about Brant is he does make contact, whether it's a pop fly or a base hit. He doesn't strike out very often. And by the way, he gets a few walks too. So that's why I'd like to see him as the DH, to be honest. Let Rissatelli be the catcher and him be the DH.
Now Long at first. Gardner, the hitter, bounced out to second his first time up. Broken bat. New piece of lumber in his hands here, and watches a first pitch fastball. Misses high and outside, 1-0. Long over at first, 1 out, bottom of the fourth inning. No score here from Bosse Field. Gardner's had himself a stellar series against Schaumburg. He's going to be sad to see them leave. Throw over the first, and Long's back in with a dive. Over the past 2 days, Jeff has picked up 5 hits, 2 of those home runs in 7 tries, for 7 runs driven in over just the past 2 games. Shortstop Hartnagel shaded up the middle behind the second base bag. The pitch misses outside, and that's ball 2 on Gardner. That means there's a huge hole on the left side of the infield, right where the shortstop would be positioned for Gardner. If he can just tap one through that side, be an easy base hit.
I remember his first year here. He hit a lot to left center, right where that big hole is right now.
2-0 pitch. Lined down the right field side, foul. Ricochets off the side wall, 2-1. Also a pretty substantial alley out in left center field. In between the center fielder Weigel and the left fielder Moore. Moore playing rather straight away and left, a few steps towards the line, and Weigel in center, a few steps over towards right center field. Anything down there is going to get to roll for quite a while. Ryan Long still at first after his leadoff single. Gardner at the plate, 2 balls and a strike on him. Kicking the pitch. Down in the dirt off the catcher, Odo bounces to his left. He picks it up, but Long with a great read from first, able to get into second standing without a play. A wild pitch and an advancement for Long, and the Otters have their first base runner at second in the game.
Yeah, and give Otto the preference of not throwing, because again, it would have been useless, and the chances of throwing it in the center field, Long would have been on third base. So, you know, a catcher's got to make a decision whether he's got that runner or not.
Gardner now in a hitter's count, 3-1, a chance to drive home the first run of the game. Long being held on by Hartnagel at the second base bag. Powell checks him. The pitch rolled on the ground right to the second baseman Parente. He comes in a few steps, fields it and throws over to first to get Gardner. Long advances to third on the ground out to the right side. And with 2 away, it's going to be up to Austin Bush to try and bring him home.
You know, the Bud Light lawn patio is no one's out there, and it would be ironic if Mr. Bush was to hit his first home run there and nobody's there to catch it. Mr. Bush has hit some long fly balls, none of them out of the ballpark, but yet what you would call
first pitch swung on and missed, whiffed on the curveball, 0-1. Long at third, 2 outs, bottom of the fourth inning. Otters with the first real scoring opportunity of the game. Both teams have been shut out to this point in the fourth. Bush flew out to deep left center field his first time up. The pitch. Tapped foul, the plate off his feet, and it's quickly 0-2.
You know, I can see why he hit a lot of home runs in college, the way he bats. He takes a big, heavy cut at that full arm extension.
0-2 on Bush. Powell trying to get out of the trouble. Wind has died down now out at center. Powell comes ready. Kicks and throws the pitch. Fastball comes in across the ankles. Bush leaves it down there. Gets one back, 1-2.
Now, you keep a lot of stats. I bet if you look back, you'll see that Bush, I bet most of Bush's outs have been fly balls.
Correct. Austin puts the ball in the air, and sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Yeah.
The pitch swung on and missed. Chased a curveball down in the dirt. Picked up by Odo, who tags out Bush at the plate for the final out of the inning. Otters do get into the hit column, though, but they'll stay shut out for now. To the top of the fifth inning we go. It's Evansville nothing and Schaumburg nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Giving our best has prepared us for being the best. Announcing the University of Evansville's Harlexton College as the #1 ranked study abroad program in the nation. As a part of the UE experience, we offer all our students an unparalleled foreign study program.
More than 60% of UE students study abroad. Our students from all majors live, learn, and travel the world and still graduate in 4 years.
The University of Evansville's Harlexton College, the #1 study abroad program in America.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
You're listening to exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
To the top of the fifth inning we go here from Bosse Field alongside Bill McCune. I'm Sam Jelinek. We've got a scoreless game heading into the top of the fifth. Colin Ferguson leads it off for Schaumburg. Randy Wynn's first pitch is a breaking ball hanging high and outside for ball 1.
The game is moving steadily along because, again, limited hitting and good pitching.
Wynn's 1-0. Hit hard on the ground towards the hole on the right side. That's through the second straight time today, or the second time overall today, that Schaumburg has led off an inning with a single. Following Dylan Jones's leadoff knock in the third, here in the fifth, Colin Ferguson, the second hit of the game for the Boomers. Bouncing ball through the right side to lead off the top of the fifth. He's at first.
Well, we need a double play, Sam, to get the pressure off.
Ferguson at the first base bag. Now it's Kenny Towns. Swings at the first pitch and chops it towards the Boomers' dugout for strike 1.
That manager hasn't done a thing, and the coach in third hasn't done a thing. Hopefully the first base runner on first don't do a thing either.
Wins 0-1. Curveball hit in the air to left field. Wells came in, now coming back. He jumps and makes the catch. Got a bad read on that one, but able to get back there into left center. A little hop, catches it over his head for the first out of the inning. An adventure for Zach Wells in left field, but the out's recorded. Towns retired.
Number 21.
Everybody listening gets a good opportunity to know exactly what's happening. You describe every play the way it happens. And so Wells did misjudge that.
But a nice recovery to get the out.
That he did.
And right before the inning started, the flags out in center were pretty dormant. Wins first pitch fastball to Jones, misses outside, but right now they've kicked up again, blowing out to left field, and I imagine that's probably what got Zach a little fooled there. Ball held up considerably longer than he had imagined.
And plus carried a few extra feet.
Throw over to first. Ferguson back into the bag standing. Dylan Jones, the hitter, he singled his first time up, swatted an 0-2 changeup through the hole on the right side. Now batting here with Ferguson at first. One out, top of the fifth, no score. The pitch. Perfect fastball on the outer edge. Wynn gets a strike on Jones.
Oh, the manager just gave a sign. There goes the third base coach. He gave a sign. Let's see what's up.
1-1 on Jones. Ferguson takes his lead from first base. 2 for 4 in stolen bases. Doesn't move, and the 1-1 is swung on and skied in the air to center. Hunter Cullen over a few steps to his right, settles underneath of it, puts the squeeze on it for the second out of the inning. Jones retired. 2 away here in the top of the fifth. The runner still at first.
Yeah, right. The manager gave the sign. The third base coach gave the sign. The runner didn't move. Let's see. Now there's no signs at all. Again, the third base coach, if he doesn't have anything, he's a statue down there. How's that? That's better describing it.
Now with 2 away, here's Nick Odo. Flew out to center his first time up. Wins first pitch to him. He swings away and pops it in the air down the left field line. Wells chasing over, goes into a slide, hits up against the side wall and makes the catch. What a grab by Zach Wells, going first into the side wall in the Boomers bullpen, steals it away for the final out of the inning. A phenomenal grab to end the frame. Randy Wynn stays out there for him to give him a fist bump, and the inning is over. We're halfway home with no score. To the bottom half of the fifth we go. It's Evansville nothing and Schaumburg nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Hey Otters fans, if you come to Bosse Field for an Otters game, bring your Otters ticket stub into Krukemeyer & Kahn for a monthly raffle. Winning ticket gets 50% off any purchase over $1,000 on their fine jewelry. Winner will be drawn Also mention the Evansville Otters digital network at Krukemeyer & Kahn and get 20% off any purchase of $500 or more. Tell them ODN sent you. Zach Wells, who just made that outstanding defensive play to end the top of the fifth inning, leads it off here in the bottom of the fifth. Still no score between Schaumburg and Evansville. Chris Powell out on the mound. The righty sent his first pitch, lined right back through the box, nearly clips him on the way by, but it's clean on into center, and it almost seems like it happens every time. You make a great defensive play, you lead off the next inning with a base hit, and Zach Wells obliges there with an absolute screamer up the middle to begin the bottom of the fifth.
Yep, he did, and you know, on that outstanding play you keep describing, you know, I thought he was going to run 100 miles an hour into that fence, and he did a beautiful hook slide and made an unbelievable catch. That belongs on ESPN.
That was an absolute smash up the middle, too. So Wells now 1 for 2 on the day. Now at first base for Joe DeLuca. Throw over to first. Wells was caught leaning a little, but able to dive back to the bag safely.
But that guy's got a quick move. Yeah, it's a quick release over there to first base.
Wells 7 for 8 in stolen bases this season. DeLuca, the switch hitter, batting left. Flew out to left field his first time up. Back elbow up high. Powell set. Kicks and deals the first pitch. Fastball slips out of the hand upstairs. 1-0.
Andy gives that punch into his hand. Always end up his when he ends up his signs. Let's see if he's running.
Ferguson holding on Wells, the pitch. Fastball down and in, misses. Odo, the catcher, fakes a snap throw back to first base, but holds on to it. And it's 2-0. DeLuca with some pop in that bat. He's got 3 doubles on the season.
Good pitch to Steele.
Ooh. Throw back over. Wells just able to get his hand back in. That was a close one. The home plate, or the first base umpire, indicating that the tag didn't get Wells before he slipped a hand back in because the tag got him around the armpit.
I think he was going on that pitch.
2-0 on DeLuca. Another throw back over. This time it skips in, and Wells back to the bag safely.
If you notice, he had a different livery over there on that pickoff. I tell you what, he is quick. Thank God Wells is fast.
DeLuca in the hitters count. 2 balls, no strikes. Here it comes. Floats on to the outside corner. Powell able to hit his spot and get one back. 2-1. Andy McCauley going through the signs. Potential hit and run situation here.
I think something's up because Andy just went through several that I haven't noticed before. So I'm going to say something is working.
Fake move back over to first with Powell just stepping off the back of the rubber.
Andy's not a hit and run man. He doesn't bunt much, and he doesn't hit and run much, and he doesn't steal much. A very, very conservative manager.
2-1, runner goes, swung on and bounced to the second baseman, Parente, down to Anita, fielded, picks it up and throws DeLuca out at first, but it keeps the Otters out of the potential double play. Yeah. Wells up to second base now with 1 away for Hunter Cullen. Now it's Hunter Cullen's turn. Third baseman Towns is going to play even with the bag just behind the grass. Wells out at second. Cullen batting from the left side in a scoreless game, bottom of the 5th inning. Otters stranded a runner at third to end the 4th. Now here in the 5th, a man at second with 1 away. First offering. Cullen swings and slams it down the right field line, heading towards the corner. It is a foul ball.
I thought it hit the line.
The home plate umpire, Phil Kundle, rules it foul. It kicked up a little bit of chalk, a little bit of dirt.
I tell you, if I was Boots, I'd been running down there and saying fair, fair, fair. You can't get anything any closer than that. But did you see chalk?
I'm not sure if it was chalk or just the warning track dirt. That's the problem.
Wow.
It hit right where the warning track begins.
Well, something came up on when it
came up, that's for sure.
All right. You make me feel better.
0-1 on Cullen after that near miss. Wells still out at second. An inside move back to the bag chases Wells to the base. 1 out, no score, bottom of the 5th. The Otters looking to sweep the Boomers, but are tied in a scoreless knot right now. The pitch, sharp breaking ball on the outside corner. One of the first ones we've seen from Powell today. That was a good one, 0-2. Yeah. Hunter's going to have to battle here with 2 strikes on him. Wells takes his lead from second. The shortstop, Hartnagel, shadowing him. Winds and deals the 0-2 pitch. Tried to hold up on a fastball high, but the check swing gets the ball, and he fouls it straight back. Still alive, though, 0-2.
That might have been a defensive swing. Well, runners in scoring position. Those outfielders are playing deep. I would say anything that's on the ground is we should score.
0-2 on Cullen. Powell kicks and delivers the 0-2. Swung on and missed.
That was balk.
And was a balk called before that?
Got to be. I mean, here goes. We got to run around third.
Cullen swung and missed.
Right.
Wells goes to second.
Right.
The count's still alive for Hunter. It's a balk on Chris Powell. I didn't see what the balk was. Did you?
No, I didn't. All I know is I watched the runner just trot down to third. I'm saying, what's going on? It's got to be a balk, especially when Hunter took a terrible swing. He just like swatting flies.
Count stays 0-2 on Cullen. Infield's going to come in for Schaumburg. Wells now at third. Otters with a big opportunity here. The 0-2 pitch. Slider down in the dirt. Great block by Odo. Holds Wells at third. Hunter gets one back, 1-2.
Yeah, Hunter nearly went after that bad pitch, too. Thank goodness he didn't. You know, why isn't, I keep repeating myself, why is it a left-hand batter loves those low inside, mighty ankle pitches that they love to golf? I guess they're, what would you call it, golfers that aren't golfers? They aspire to be golfers.
1-2 on Cullen. The pitch. Swung on and missed, down and in. Blocked by Odo. He picks the ball up and throws Cullen out at first. Wells has to stay put at third. And with 2 away, it's going to be up to J.J. Gould to bring Wells home. And that's going to draw believe the manager, Jamie Bennett, out. He's actually looking at his catcher. This isn't a visit to the mound. This is a health checkup on their catcher. I think maybe that ball went up and caught him around the neck when he went down to block that. And that's what they're checking out right now. That can't be a good feeling.
No. Well, I know. You know, one day, it was in a semi-pro. I was still in high school catching semi-pro. I caught a ball directly in my neck. Directly. Foul tip. I went up. Boom. I tell you what. People loved it. I couldn't talk for 2 days.
Oh.
Opportunity.
Now it's J.J. Gould with the opportunity here with 2 outs, bottom of the 5th.
But you know, the only difference I'm going to say, excuse me for interrupting you, we have a girl trainer. That means you need an extra room.
Correct.
So because the trainers generally teamed up with the radio announcers, but it means an extra room. Anyway.
J.J. Gould at the plate. The first pitch, he swings away and misses out a slider well outside, 0-1. Wells still at third. We're still scoreless, bottom half of the 5th. Otters trying to claim the sweep of the Boomers, but got to get on the board first. Gould popped out to first, his first time up. Down in the count 0-1. Here it comes. Lined into left field, falling fast towards the line. That's down for a base hit. Wells is going to score. Gould around first. He's headed for two. The throw in from the left fielder Moore is late. It's an RBI double for J.J. Gould, and the Otters strike first. Here in the bottom of the fifth, they lead 1-0.
I'll say one thing. He doesn't have a good batting average. He strikes out an awful lot, but he does come through many, many times when you need that big hit. So, J.J., congratulations.
If you remember back to the first game of this series, I think it might have been the fourth or fifth inning again, he had an RBI double that tied the game at the time, led to Jeff Gardner's grand slam later in the inning.
Yep.
Nice to see J.J. coming through there. Otters now lead 1-0. And now with Gould out at second base, it's David Cronin trying to bring him home. Top of the order, first delivery. It's a fastball downstairs for ball one.
Well, you say if the Otters score first, their chances of winning is much better than if the other team scores first.
Otters are 24-14 when they score first in the game. Now the 1-0 to Cronin is a heater down and in, 2-0.
Yeah, it'd be great if they could sweep this, and you said that would be the second sweep of the year, and that would give them 500. Am I not right?
Put them one game below 500.
Okay.
Right now, 34-36.
Okay.
On the road to 500. 2-0 on Cronin, 0 for 2 today. The pitch swung on, foul tipped at the plate. Odo's taking a beating back there. Another ball nicked him there, 2-1.
Yeah, there goes that umpire. As you say, went out and he just handed the ball to the pitcher and gave the catcher a little reprieve. Would that be a right word?
Would be. Yeah. Nice SAT word there.
Well, I tell you, my great-granddaughter taught me those words. Wasn't she something here yesterday?
Oh, man.
Oh, she had a ball. I love that little girl.
2-1 on Cronin. 4 for 7 here in this series, looking to pick up his fifth hit of the three-game set. The 2-1. Breaking ball called, strike two at the knee is outer third. And the count's even with Gould out at second, 2 outs, bottom of the fifth. Otters now on top, 1-0.
Do I see Mr. Gould? Cronin's got 22 RBIs. That's not bad for a leadoff hitter.
Yeah, 22 on the season. Hitting about 260 with runners in scoring position so far this year. 2-2 pitch. Bounced foul up the first base side. Cronin spoils an off-speed pitch on the inner third. And we'll do the 2-2 again.
You know, chances are, well, Gardner could be the player of the week because of those home runs with the grand slam. But I'll tell you, Cronin could be a runner-up because of, you know, I mean, he's one of the hottest hitters in the league.
8 for his last 17 now.
Yeah.
Battling here against Powell. 2 balls, 2 strikes, a runner at second. Powell readies up his pitch. Fastball nearly gets Cronin on the back knee, but he avoids it. And he's worked the count full 3-2. Gould out at second, 2 outs, 1-0 Evansville, bottom half of the fifth. Game is kind of grinded to a halt here in the frame. Powell taking his time, trying to work his way out of the inning with no more damage. Cronin left-handed batter open stance. Powell wheels and deals the payoff pitch. Swung on and missed. Curveball in the dirty, chased. The final out of the inning. Powell picks up 2 more strikeouts, but the Otters get on the board first and will go to the 6th. Randy Wynn has a lead to work with. It's Evansville 1 and Schaumburg 0 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krookemeyer and Kahn.
The Evansville Otters would like to thank the Evansville Courier and Press for their support and coverage of Otters baseball. The Evansville Courier and Press provides news, sports, and weather coverage to the Tri-State, both in a print and online edition. The Evansville Courier and Press can be found online at courierandpress.com, as well as on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest. The Evansville Courier and Press, a member of the Journal Media Group.
Why do student veterans choose the University of Evansville? Let's look at the intel. UE consistently ranks among the very best as veteran-friendly by sources who know. UE offers more than 80 areas of study, including engineering, business, nursing, and criminal justice, as well as accelerated degrees. Plus, we have free tuition available to qualifying veterans and their dependents. Go to evansville.edu/Veterans Affairs to learn more. Your next adventure is waiting. Start your University of Evansville degree today.
GD Ritzy's is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. GD Ritzy's menu features hamburgers, grilled chicken sandwiches, old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly, and ice cream. With 3 Evansville locations: west at 4810 University Drive, on the north side at 4320 North First Avenue, and on the east side at 601 North Green River Road. GD Ritzy's is open from 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Sunday through Thursday, and 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. on Friday and Saturday. GD Ritzy's, a proud supporter of the Evansville Otters.
Top of the 6th inning now, Evansville leading 1-0 here from Bosse Field in the finale of this 3-game set. Otters jumped on the board on the J.J. Gould RBI double, his 3rd double of the season, his 2nd this week. And Randy Wynn goes back to work now with a lead to try and protect. Bottom of the order leads it off for Schaumburg, 9-1-2. Michael Hartnagel gets it going. Popped out to right his first time up. Right-handed hitter strides into the box. Randy Wynn makes sure his defenders are ready, steps onto the slab. His first pitch of the frame, fastball lined into center field. Hartnagel, first pitch fastball hunting, and barrels it up back through the box. And just like how Zach Wells led off the 5th with a line drive single for Evansville, Hartnagel leads off the 6th with the same shot for the Boomers. A man on at first as the lineup turns over for Jack Parente.
Well, there's a third base coach giving signs. Wow, I bet it's a bunt. You're in the latter part of this game, and it's a 1-0. So you better.
Parente tries to bunt, pops it out to second base. Cronin catches it, runner off at first. Throw to Bush, he steps on the bag. That's a double play. Parente tried to bunt, popped it over the head of the pitcher Wynn. Cronin, the second baseman, was there to flag it down. And the runner at first, Hartnagel, didn't know which direction to go. Caught off the bag, and that's a double play.
You know, Sam, I've been doing this for 9 years, and I've been complaining about it for 9 years, the same thing. Why do batters in a sacrifice try to beat it out? They're trying to get a base hit as well, and that's not the objective.
First pitch now to Zach Weigel, a breaking ball high and outside, 1-0. And just like that now, after it looked like Schaumburg would be threatening, on 2 pitches in the frame, there's 2 outs. Now the 1-0 to Weigel. Curveball on the back foot misses, 2-0. Still 1-0 Evansville, top of the 6th. Bases clear, 2 outs. Weigel at the plate, 0 for 2. A fly out to left and to right. Wynn will try and complete the trifecta here with a fly out to center to end the inning.
There's nothing a ball player understands better than to be fined.
The 2-0 just outside off the corner, 3-0 on Weigel.
You remember Ozzie Gideon, the manager of the White Sox? Well, when I was coaching down there in Bradenton years ago.
3-0 pitch, fastball yanked down and in. That's ball 4. After the double play, Wynn walks Weigel on 4 straight pitches. Not very typical of Randy. That's just the 13th walk he surrendered this season.
Ozzie was only 16 years old when we signed him. Or 15, I'm sorry. And we had mostly a lot of Latins, and they used to translate. And the coach, or the manager at that time, said, "It's going to cost you so much. Comprende?"
First pitch to Godfrey is a breaking ball that drops in at the knees, 0-1.
And he said to the translator, "I don't think you need to translate." And all the Latins said, "See." When you're finding them, they knew what money was.
0-1 on Godfrey. The pitch misses downstairs, 1-1 on the Boomers' 3-hole hitter in DH tonight.
Would you believe Ozzie Gillian at 15 was a hot dog. And he was
I could picture that.
And when he was a manager, he was still a hot dog.
Runner at first, 2 outs, top of the 6th. The Otters lead by 1. Wynn slide steps home the pitch. Slider hangs up and in, nearly hits the hands of Godfrey.
His son played in this league.
Really?
Yeah, and he managed, I think, 2 or 3 games.
Okay.
Now, if he was to see me, I'll tell you what he'd say right now. Senor, senor. That's what he calls me. Senor.
2-1. Another breaking ball for Morandi. Can't get on top, and it misses high and tight on Godfrey. 3-1.
Yeah, when he was playing with Chicago, we traded him to Chicago. And when he was playing, every time we had a possible trade with Chicago, I'd go talk to him. That was my instructions. Talk to Ozzie.
3-1. Wynn pours over a heater at the knees. And the count's full 3-2. A runner at first. Top of the 6th inning, 2 away. That means Weigel's going to get a head start. Bush will play behind him at first. Godfrey, a .261 hitter, 4 home runs, 27 driven in. The payoff pitch, lined down the third base side, but just foul. Can't keep it fair. That would have most likely scored a run.
I was going to say the same thing. The way that ricocheted off that wall out there, yeah, I would say yes. The runner would have scored because, again, he was rounding second base.
We'll do the 3-2 again.
Yeah.
Weigel with good speed over at first. Wynn comes set. Cranks and deals the 3-2 pitch. Popped up, foul ground, first base side. DeLuca chasing after it. The catcher goes to make the catch, but it bangs off his glove. He was in a dead sprint. Went for the basket catch, hits off the leather, and the count will stay full on Godfrey.
I think our catcher dropped that ball for one thing, Sam, if you had seen where his head was. He was looking at the running into the possible wall, not following the ball. So, and again, I'm not saying he's wrong because when you're that close to that wall full speed,
you got to be careful.
You got to be careful, yes.
Count stays 3-2 on Godfrey. Wynn toys with the ball behind his back, comes set. Serves it up again. Hit high in the air to left field, pretty deep. Wells going back at the track. He reaches up and makes the catch. And he slams in the left field wall, taking away potential extra bases from Godfrey and keeping this ball game tied, keeping the Otters in front going into the bottom of the 6th. It's 1-0 Evansville as we go to the bottom half of the 6th inning here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer & Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
The bottom half of the 6th inning we go. Otters stay on top thanks to a nice defensive grab by Zach Wells up against the left field fence. Brian Long's going to lead it off here in the bottom half of the 6th inning up against Chris Powell, still out there on the mound. Both guys have been dealing out there on the bump. Long leads it off. He's 1 for 2. Left-handed hitter swatted the first pitch he saw last time up for a single. Now takes the first pitch of this at bat high and outside, 1-0.
You know, last night we started the game off with Hauser as their pitcher, and after the first 2 innings, we didn't think he'd last. But I tell you what, he did a super job, and this guy here is doing a super job. So
1-0 was down and in on Long. Ahead in the count now, 2 balls and no strikes.
Good pitching will always outdo good hitting.
Long looking for a pitch to hit here. The 2-0 doesn't get it, outside again, 3-0. It's really felt like Powell's been behind in a lot of counts here so far. He's worked around it. He's only issued 1 walk in the game, 3 hits. The 3-0 lined and snared by the first baseman Ferguson. He drops it, dives to the bag, and gets along. Oh my goodness. That would have been a phenomenal play had Ferguson just leapt and caught the ball straight up. He went up, had the ball in his glove, brought it down, dropped it, picked it up, then beat Long to the bag with a head-first dive for the out.
And again, I repeat, Mr. Long has been really hitting the ball solidly, but has nothing to show for it.
Absolute laser. Ferguson able to spear it and then recover. Now the first pitch to Whiting bounced foul up the first base side.
Last night, Ryan Long hit one that you couldn't have hit it any farther, about 395 feet. 400's the sign out there, and yet it's an out. Any other ballpark, that's a home run.
Whiting 0 for 1 this afternoon. Left-handed stick, the 0-1 pitch. Fastball able to carve out a little patch on the inside corner, knee high, and it's 0-2.
You know, going back, Sam, when I played here, we had the wall. And if you hit 20 home runs, you were a home run power hitter.
0-2, breaking pitch in the dirt. Whiting swings and misses, blocked by Odo, who tags out Whiting for the second out of the frame. They make it now 6 punch-outs in the game for Chris Powell.
Yeah, so it all depends on the ballpark that you're playing in, how many home runs you have. Just like you say, and you've had the experience of going to, Florence?
Florence and Gateway.
Gateway. I mean, if someone that hit 30 home runs a year, you could say, my God. But then where did you play? Oh, okay.
First pitch to Gardner. Fastball brushes him back for ball 1.
Yeah, we had one of our players Bakken, B-R-A-C-K-E-N, that played here, and we traded him to Florence, and I think he hit about 20 home runs in Florence.
1-0 on Gardner. 2 outs, base is clear. Otters still up by 1. The pitch. This is outside, 2-0.
Yeah, we had the All-Star game here, and he was the winner of the Home Run Derby.
Okay.
So we've had several Home Run Derby winners.
Gardner looking for a pitch to hit here. There it comes. Hit high in the air to deep right field. Jones going back at the track. He settles up, however, and puts it away and straight away right to end the inning. Otters go down 1-2-3 in the 6th. We'll go to the 7th. Still a 1-0 game. Otters on top here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Chapter 16, would like to take time to say, Go Otters! The IBEW Local 16's jurisdiction includes 13 counties in southwestern Indiana, as well as Wabash County in Illinois. Its members are divided into several categories of electrical work, including inside construction, maintenance electric, residential wiring, and sign classifications. More information on IBEW Local 16 can be found online at IBEW16.net.
Hey 91.5 UEV listeners, if you like the music we play and our programming throughout the week, please consider donating to WUEV. It's as easy as going to WUEV.org and clicking the Give button. Or if you have a local business and are interested in underwriting UEV programming, email us at wuev@evansville.edu. From the staff at 91.5 FM WUEV, we thank you for listening and appreciate your support.
This is Joe Townsend from JMT Restoration. We are proud to be a sponsor of the 2016 Frontier Champion Evansville Otters. If you ever have a mold or water restoration issue in your home or business, give us a call at 812-205-5384. JMT Restoration Service, where professional work meets affordable pricing. Remember, go Otters!
Move along to the top half of the 7th inning. Otters still sporting a 1-0 lead alongside Bill McHugh. I'm Sam Jelinek here on the mics for the finale of this 3-game set at Bosse Field. Otters trying to go for the sweep over the Schaumburg Boomers and inch closer to the 500 mark. Right now, 2 games under.
You know, Sam, if I may, I'm going to say today has been a successful day for the Otters with this dogs in the park or bark in the park, whatever it is, because, I mean, every one of these dogs that I've seen are well-trained, they're well-mannered, and we haven't had any trouble. I haven't heard any barking, even though that's the name of the game. Anyway, I think the Otters pulled a good one off.
First pitch to Ty Moore, opening up the 7th outside for ball 1. 4, 5, and 6 in the Boomers order. The pitch. Moore lays down a perfect bunt up the third base side.
Let it go. Let it roll.
Foul. That looked like an absolutely perfect bunt by Moore, but it ends up trickling foul. Long knew it as soon as he laid it down. If I try and field this, there is no shot he was getting more.
That's right. That was a base hit no matter what, if Ryan had picked it up.
I thought for certain that thing was going to hug the line and stay fair.
I did too, but Lance did an excellent job planting that that new grass down there. Where'd it go, Lance? Give Lance a good star.
And that kind of tells you the stuff Randy Wynn's working with today. That you got Ty Moore, who's hitting over 500 in the past week, trying to drop down a bunt. The 1-1 looks to do it again, but is spun out of the box with a fastball inside, 2-1. Moore 0 for 2, struck out looking, also bounced out to second.
Boy, it looks like he even got closer now.
1-1 pitch. Fastball pushes him off the inside corner, 3-1.
You remember Winfield, Dave Winfield?
Dave Winfield, yeah.
He used to hug the plate like that with the Padres and the Yankees, and pitchers used to throw him inside, and he used to always complain, always wanting to challenge the pitcher.
3-1. Moore lines it into right center field. That ball's going to get down for a base hit. Cullen over into the gap, cuts it off, and throws it back on in. Able to hold Moore to just a single there. Could have been worse. But it's a leadoff knock for Moore, and the Boomers have the leadoff man on base for the second straight inning.
And I'll tell you what, Randy couldn't have thrown a better pitch. That was inside, bell tie, perfect pitch. But this guy Moore is a pretty good hitter, so give him the benefit.
Yeah, I think it became apparent to Moore that Wynn wanted to challenge him inside.
Yeah.
Figured on 3-1, I'll just turn and burn and see what happens.
Yep.
Barrel met ball, and it's a single. Now Colin Ferguson, throw back over to the bag, and Moore's in safely standing.
You think we'll have a bunt or a base hit?
I'd imagine Ferguson will be swinging away.
Yeah.
Left-handed batter. First pitch does not show bunt. Instead hits it high in the air to right field. Gardner backing up in front of the warning track. He puts it away for the first out of the inning. Ferguson just got underneath it a little towards the handle, and that's the first out of the inning.
And I'll tell you what, Gardner out there got a good jump on it, took about 4 or 5 steps backwards and had it in his back pocket. I tell you what, we are very, very fortunate to have a good defensive outfield.
Now with one away, here's Kenny Towns. Runner still at first, 1 out, top of the 7th. Otters leading 1-0. Wynn set his first pitch to Towns. Breaking pitch holds up just a little high, and it's 1-0.
Pretty good pitch, though.
Now, Randy hasn't really been getting, or neither pitcher, I can honestly say that, has been getting that call on the high breaking ball around the belt.
Yeah.
Towns 0 for 2, right-handed hitter. Wynn holding, now the pitch, runner goes, and it's swung on and fouled back over the screen, and the count's even at 1.
Oh, boy. Manager's Jamie's giving a lot of signs down there. Third base coach. Up there he goes. Not many signs, but Jamie doesn't give much.
1-1 on Towns. Middle infield back to pitch. Swung on, bounced towards the hole on the left side. Gould fields it, throws across his body to first. A nice play there, only out he had. Advancing up to second is Moore. Towns bounces out into the hole at short. Gould with a nice arm across the diamond for the second out of the inning. And it'll be up to Dylan Jones to try and tie it up for the Boomers.
Yeah, Mr. Jones got a base hit his first time up.
Jones 1 for 2, left-handed batter. Walks a first pitch hammer, drop over at the knees for a called strike one. Runner at second, 2 outs, top of the 7th. Otters clinging to a 1-run advantage. Randy Wynn's been dealing, looking to get out of trouble. The 0-1 popped in the air, foul down the third base side, that'll get out of play, and it's 0-2.
Yeah, we got 5 young girls sitting, young ladies sitting in front of us, and they're yelling something, I don't know. They yelled 21 at first, and then the man that's in back of them is moving a few chairs back.
Don't really blame them. 0-2 on Jones, or Moore out at second. Win set. Cranks and deals the 0-2 pitch. Hit hard on the ground, but right to Cronin at second. Down to get it, picks it up, throws over to first to get Jones and escape the threat. Otters stay on top. It's time to stretch. We'll go to the bottom half of the 7th. It's Evansville 1 and Schaumburg nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Krukemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Krukemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Krukemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Krukemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
91.5 FM WUEV Evansville, a University of Evansville radio station.
To the bottom half of the 7th inning we go. Randy Wynn has thrown 7 scoreless innings. He has been stellar this week. He's now up to 16 innings pitched on the week with just 1 earned run. And we got a call to the bullpen for the Schaumburg Boomers. It's going to be Jake Joyce to come on here and pitch. Joyce 2-1 on the season. Normally the closer for Schaumburg, but obviously with the Boomers having lost the past 2 days, has not gotten a chance to work. Will come on here and pitch the bottom of the 7th in place of Chris Powell, who did a marvelous job but is in line for his 3rd loss of the season. Went 6 innings, allowing just 3 hits, 1 run it was earned, 1 walk and 6 punch-outs, but leaves on the short end of the stick here. Austin Bush will lead it off against Joyce. 2-1 with a 3.57 ERA, 11 saves, 27 2/3 innings, and 43 strikeouts. First pitch to Bush. Off speed on the outside corner, 0-1. Joyce, 6 feet, 185-pound right-handed tosser coming out of Virginia Tech University. Bush at the plate, 0 for 2. Fly out to left, also a strikeout swinging. From the set, the pitch. Fastball downstairs, 1-1.
Yeah, and third baseman shading Mr. Bush toward short, giving him a lot of room down that third base line, but Mr. Bush is a power hitter, pulling everything.
1-1, big swing and a miss, foul tipped into the mid of Odo. 1-2 on Bush.
He's got an uppercut swing, a big arcing type swing as well, which means everything, well, 85% is going to be fly balls.
1-2 pitch, swung on and missed. Swift on a curveball, down on strikes for the second time tonight, and that's the first out here in the bottom of the 7th.
Number 24.
Now with the Otters still leading 1-0, Zach Wells steps into the box, bottom half of the 7th inning. Wells 1 for 2, has scored the only run of the game to this point, also saving a run with a nice grab up against the left field fence. Right on right matchup. The first pitch. Off speed at the knees, called strike 1. Zach 1 for 2 overall, was a leadoff single in the 5th. Came around to school on J.J. Gould's 2-base hit. 0-1 offering. Popped foul out of play on the right side, and it's 0-2.
Zach was out in the concourse earlier viewing the dogs that were in the cages, and that was before the gates opened. And he didn't pet any, but he was just watching them.
0-2 pitch. Ball pop fly into shallow center. Center fielder Weigel coming over and to his right. He's able to put it away for the second out of the inning.
Number 20, the catcher.
2 up, 2 down here in the bottom of the 7th for Jake Joyce out of the pen. Now it's Joe DeLuca's turn to hit. 0 for 2 this afternoon. A fly out to left, also a bounce out to second. Advanced Zach Wells from first to second on that little hit and run. Switch hitter batting left side here. 2 outs, base is empty. Joyce's first pitch. Hangs high and outside, 1-0.
Switch hitting, it's an art. Everybody can't switch hit.
You gotta have 2 different personalities, 2 different swings.
Yeah.
The pitch. Curveball drops onto the outside corner, called strike 1.
Sandy Alomar, I'm talking the father now. Sandy Alomar, the senior, insisted on both his sons, Sandy Jr. and Roberto, be switch hitters. And I told Tom Romanesco, our farm director.
1-1 outside. DeLuca with a good take, able to lay off the off speed. 2-1.
They had Sandy Jr. listed as a non-hitter. And I told Romanesco, I said, you got to tell him he can't hit left-handed. And his father insists. I said, who runs this organization, you or Sandy?
The 2-1 pitch, a heater upstairs, and DeLuca and the hitters count 3-1.
So I told my brother and Bill Beck, I said, I'll tell you what, if he stays hitting right-handed, he'll bat 280, hit you 20 home runs and 80 RBIs. So we were down in Puerto Rico on Ponce, and I said to Sandy Sr.
The 3-1 hit high in the air to right center field, but center fielder Weigel's got a beat on it. He's over into the alley, puts the squeeze on it to end the inning. Jake Joyce with a 1-2-3 frame out of the pen, and we'll go to the 8th. It's still Evansville 1 and Schaumburg nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The Tri-State Area Marathon service stations are proud supporters of the Evansville Otters. Marathon has over 5,100 Marathon-branded stations nationwide, and a full list of area Marathon stations and a list of daily gas prices are available online at myMarathonStation.com. Marathon provides products which support commercial, industrial, and retail operations. Marathon's slogan is fueling the American spirit.
This Evansville Otters broadcast is made possible through support from New Image Travel. New Image Travel provides motor coach charter service to the United States and Canada with pickup within a 150-mile radius of Evansville. A full list of New Image Travel's offerings can be found online at newimagecharter.com. New Image Travel can be reached toll-free at 1-800-432-6213. New Image Travel, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
Why Old National Bank? Old National Bank began in 1834 with just one room and a passion for helping people prosper. Today, we are honored and grateful to be the financial partner for so many businesses, families, and individuals like you. From our commitment to safety and security to our promise of service that will exceed your expectations, we want to be your bank for life. Old National Bank, member FDIC.
Top of the 8th inning, we move along. Evansville still clinging to a 1-0 lead. Randy Wynn has thrown 7 shutout innings. He'll try to make it 8 here. And leading it off for the Schaumburg Boomers is going to be Nick Odo, the catcher. That means 8-9-1 in the order for Schaumburg here, still trailing by 1. And he's stranded a runner on base in the past 3 innings. 2 at first, 1 at second. And now Odo, who has flown out twice, once to center, once in foul ground to the left fielder Wells, made a fantastic feet first diving catch. Odo swings at the first pitch and hits a high topper out to Cronin out second. Waits back on it, gloves it, and throws to Bush. 1 pitch, 1 out for Randy Wynn. And with Randy working deeper and deeper into this game, getting the first out just like that is key on 1 pitch.
Yeah. And here comes a dangerous hitter. Even though he's batting 9th, this guy has been getting on base hit. Anyway, to finish that real quick story, I talked to Sandy. I said, your son cannot hit left-handed. Let him stay righty.
First pitch to Hartnagel, a fastball right down the middle, 0-1.
So he did. He gave up the left-handed. Next thing you know, he's playing AAA. Well, he was playing Wichita when I recommended him AAA. And
the 0-1 fastball there on the outer reaches of the plate. Wynn jumps ahead of Hartnagel, 0-2.
He bats 300, hits like 18, 20 home runs, is the MVP in the American Association with Omaha.
0-2 pitch, fastball upstairs, 1-2.
And before you know it, here he is in the major leagues simply because he was the MVP 2 years in a row in the American Association with Las Vegas. That was our AAA club.
1-2 pitch. Fouled back to the screen. That was a hanging breaking ball that Wynn got away with there to Hartnagel.
I think he's coaching first base or third base for the Mets now, I think. Or was it? No, Cleveland. Cleveland. He's with Cleveland, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wins 1-2 again. Fastball bounced on the ground to short. Gould gets it on the third high hop. On the backhand, fires a strike to first to get Hartnagel. 2 up, 2 down in the 8th. And Randy's done a superb job here in this ball game. His pitch count is in some kind of good-looking shape right now. 59 strikes, 26 balls, 85 pitches total through 7 2/3 innings.
I would keep him on that mound even...
First pitch of the leadoff man, Jack Parente, swats a liner into center. First pitch he sees, it's a base knock.
Okay.
And the Otters do have some action down in the bullpen right now. Mitch Aker starting to get loose, and the left-handed tosser Jake Davis also getting warm.
Well, you know how I am. I'm quick with the hook, but in this case, keep him out there. When a man's pitching as well as he did or is, keep him.
Now it's Zach Weigel, another left-handed hitter. Parente at first. The first pitch. Wynn paints the outside corner with a fastball, 0-1. Parente at first is a threat to run, but with 2 outs here in the 8th inning, it would be a dangerous maneuver with the middle of the order coming up.
Well, you got to get a runner in scoring position, though, Sam.
That is the point. The 0-1 fastball, same spot, same result. Wynn chalks up the outside edge, and it's 0-2. Now I could see him running.
He gave no sign. All he did is point his finger, and that's all. So there's no sign for a steal. That's not saying he won't. I'm just telling you I didn't see any.
Parente takes his lead. The 0-2 pitch. Fastball outside. DeLuca wanted it there, but Weigel won't chase. And it's 1-2.
Right. No sign from the manager. No sign from the third base coach. That's good, because you want him to stay on first.
Wynn comes set. Wheels and deals the 1-2 pitch. Curveball on the back foot of Weigel, picked by DeLuca, and the count's even at 2.
Third base coach just gave him 2 outs. That's it.
2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, top of the 8th. Otters lead by 1. Wynn set. His break-even pitch. Soft ground ball out to second. Cronin's there. The second baseman gobbles it up, throws it on to first to retire Weigel, and Randy Wynn's through 8 shutout innings. Otters will try and give him some extra support here in the bottom half of the frame. It's Evansville 1 and Schaumburg nothing here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Kruckemeyer and Kahn.
I just love this place. And I just love that ring. It's gorgeous. Where did he get it? Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So, everybody's talking about the ring.
It's pretty great, huh?
Pretty great. It's amazing. You gotta tell me, man. Where'd you get it?
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
So let's see it. I absolutely love it. He did a fabulous job picking it out. I couldn't be happier.
Well, I had a lot of help.
I bet I know where it came from.
Kruckemeyer and Kahn, of course.
For the engagement ring that will have everybody talking, look no further than Kruckemeyer & Kahn. With incomparable selection, quality, and service, Kruckemeyer & Kahn is the only choice for the ring that will last a lifetime. Kruckemeyer & Kahn, your lifetime jewelers.
Exclusive coverage of Evansville Otters baseball on 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville.
Otters looking to score a few insurance runs in the bottom half of the 8th inning. They still lead 1-0. Mitch Akers loosening up in the Otters bullpen, but Randy Wynn's pitch count's in control. I imagine Randy will go out to start the 9th inning, and should he run into any trouble, then they might call on Mitch, but we're not there yet. And here in the bottom of the 8th, Ivan Viatez is going to take over for Jake Joyce, who threw a scoreless inning.
No, but your analysis are designed for what should happen is well presented, because that's the way I would play it. Let him, let Randy go out there, and if he needs help, okay, we'll call it.
Hunter Cullen leads it off against Viatez, the 6'1", 200-pound righty. His high light kick in the first pitch of the frame misses outside for ball 1.
If Randy was to complete the game, that'd be his 4th complete game, wouldn't it?
And second of the week.
And second in the week. Should be the pitcher of the week, if that's occur.
1-0 on Cullen. Here it comes. Fastball over the inner third, 1-1.
You know, we could have, if this game ends the way it is, we
Clean
could have
sweep.
The player of the week with Gardner and the pitcher of the week with Randy. A possibility.
Viatez having a fine season out of the bullpen. 1-1 with a 1.62 ERA. His 1-1 pitch. Cullen shows bunt, but watches it outside and jumps back ahead in the count, 2-1. Hunter 0 for 2 this afternoon. Fly out to left, also struck out swinging with a runner at third and 1 out, but J.J. Gould, who's on deck, came in clutch. 2-1 offering. Fastball chalks up the outside corner, 2-2.
Mr. Hunter looked at that like to the umpire, like, where was that? Hunter, I hate to tell you, but the umpire was right. That was right down the middle. Got to start swinging.
2-2 on Hunter. Chokes up on the bat. Vietez set at the shoulders. Roxon deals the pitch. Fastball misses inside. Hunter jackknifes out of the way. And the count's full 3-2, opening up the bottom of the 8th with Evansville already leading 1-0.
Yeah, he took those glasses off. I guess he's steaming up.
Vietez set. Payoff pitch. Bounced on the ground down the third base side. Blocked by the third baseman Towns on the backhand. But that's going to be a base hit for Cullen. Hunter able to beat it out down the line. Towns had to try for the backhand, and after not fielding it cleanly, had no shot of getting the speedy Cullen. And it's a leadoff knock for Hunter here in the 8th, and J.J. Gould stepping to the plate.
Now, it's got to be a bunt situation because J.J., although he got the big double and drove in the run, J.J.'s not that consistent, and it's got to be a bunt situation.
Third baseman Towns thinking the same thing. He's playing in on the grass.
And just put the ball down. Don't run, even if you stay at home, because you got the beginning of the lineup up. Square off now. Don't wait. Square off.
Vietez set the first pitch home. It's high and tight. Gould showed bunt, but it's backed out of the box with a high and tight breaking pitch. Ball 1. Cullen at first with good wheels. Gould in the box.
Everybody knows you're going to bunt, so square off now before the pitcher, starts his delivery.
Throw over to first. Cullen in safely with a dive. 1-0 Evansville, bottom of the 8th inning. Finale of this 3-game set, with the Otters looking to sweep the series from Schaumburg. 1-0 shows bunt, but again the fastball down and away. Snap throw back to first, bounces in, but Ferguson with a fantastic pick saves an error. Cullen back safely to the bag.
If that got by the first baseman, there's a possibility Hunter could be on third base.
I don't think it's a possibility.
Yeah.
I think that's the likely outcome. But Ferguson with a nice hand saves the error. Now 2-0 on Gould. The pitch shortens up again, gets it down on the right side in the air, trickling towards the foul line. It's going to go over and picked up foul by the pitcher Vietez for strike 1. Gould popped that one up a little bit down the first base line, got it down, but not in fair territory, and it's strike 1. Cullen back to first.
Yep. Andy, put some signs back on. Got to be the bunt. It's got to be continue. Got to get that ball down. Got to get that runner over.
Cullen at first, a strong lead right now.
Square off. That's it.
Gould squares. Vietez set. The 2-1 pitch. Curveball taken for a called strike 2. Gould thought it was high, and the count's even 2-2.
I don't want to say nothing, but I'm going to. That was the most perfect pitch you ever want. It was an off-speed right in front of you. What a beautiful, well, anyway.
Cullen still at first. Nobody out, bottom of the 8th. Otters lead by 1. Gould squares the 2-2 pitch. Takes outside. A nice eye there to watch it out of the zone, and the count's full 3-2. This is going to be a real interesting decision here. You can either a whole different range of options you can go with.
Stay with the bunt.
You can stay with the bunt. You could send Cullen from first on the 3-2. Bunt and run at the same time if you really wanted. Count still full. Gould squaring early. Throw back over to first. Cullen in safely.
You could do what you're saying, but at the same token, if he was to pop it up,
then you're in some trouble.
And you got yourself the same situation that the opposing team had.
Gould squares off early. Viatez set. The payoff pitch, runner goes. It's a Butcher Boy play, and it's popped foul out of play on the right side.
I never heard that before. What's the Butcher Boy?
Square around to bunt. Pitch comes in, take it back, chop at it. Chop at it like a butcher.
Ah, ladies and gentlemen, I just got edified. I like it.
Count still full on Gould. Not squaring around here. Cullen at first. Payoff pitch, runner goes, and it's hit hard on the ground to short on one hop. Hartnagel picks it up and throws over to first. That'll work the same as a sacrifice bunt. Cullen into second safely on the hard ground ball out for Gould, thrown out at first by Hartnagel.
Did you see Hunter stop?
I did not.
Yeah, he stopped.
On the ball off the bat?
Yeah, that's what I didn't understand. I'm going to say he was 25 feet shy of second base, and he stopped.
I bet he saw the ball off the bat. You know, it was hit a little on the line off the bat, and he froze for a second.
Okay.
Just in case it kept on rising.
All right. Okay, I understand your point.
But Cullen now at second. David Cronin at the plate, 0 for 3. First pitch. Beautiful breaking ball, but it wraps around the outside corner, 1-0.
You make a good lawyer. You always got an answer for every, and a logical one. Don't agree, but a logical.
Otters leading 1-0, bottom of the 8th. Cronin the hitter from the left side. 1-0 pitch. Fastball soars high and away, 2-0.
Well, if David was to get a hit, this would be the time. And with all those times he's gotten those base hits and led off the inning with hits, so now's the time. I'm quite sure Hunter could score. Got good speed.
David coming into today was 4 for 7 in the series, but 0 for 3 here this afternoon. 2-0 pitch. Breaking ball on the outside corner. That looked a few inches more outside than the first pitch of the at-bat. But Viatez gets the call, and it's 2-1. Stiff breeze going right to left across the diamond, out towards left. Cullen is lead from center. Viatez readies up. Twirls the 2-1. Fastball way outside and high, 3-1 on Cronin. On deck, Ryan Long, 1 for 3, and got robbed of a single his last time up by Ferguson.
Mr. Ryan has been robbed, I'm going to say, of at least 5 hits in this homestand. Frustrating.
3-1 on Cronin. Cullen at second. Otters lead by 1 in the 8th. The pitch. Foul tipped into the mid of Odo. Cronin late on the fastball, and the count's full 3-2 for the second straight hitter.
You know what I've noticed, Sam, with Mr. Cronin? He loves that high outside pitch, which is a ball. But if he was to go and slap that to left field, it'd be different. But he's trying to pull it, and he misses it every time. He's got to stay off. That's not in his strike zone.
Payoff pitch. Little liner through the hole on the left side. That's a base hit. Cullen's going to be held up at third. The throw home from the left fielder. Moore cut off by the third baseman. Just single for Cronin. Cullen had to freeze for a sec to see that ball through. It's a base hit for Cronin through the left side, and there's runners at the corners with just 1 away for Ryan Long.
But did you notice the left fielder out there, Mr. Moore? He's got a terrible arm. He couldn't even reach the cutoff man. It just took about 20 bounces before the shortstop. Well, actually, it was the third baseman who went and got it. I would have sent him in. You know, that's the thing of not having infield, outfield practice before the game. That's when you judge whether an outfielder or infield or whatever can throw. And, you know, one year we were playing Norm Cash. You remember Norm Cash? Yeah. Played first base for the Detroit. Well, he was an outfielder and played for Terre Haute. And he was a left fielder. And every time there was a ground ball or anything went left field, Bob Coleman sent everybody in because Norm Cash couldn't throw. That's why he ended up playing first in the majors.
Well, with Cullen at third, Cronin at first, it's Ryan Long at the plate trying to bring him home. It's 1-0 Evansville, but hoping for a little insurance before we go to the ninth, trying to complete the sweep. Viatez ready on the mound after the conference. Comes set, his first pitch. Long watches it downstairs for ball one.
I'll take one of Ryan's long fly balls now. Whether it's a base hit or not, it's still an RBI. And that's what we need. We need that runner in.
Cronin takes his lead from first. Cullen from third. The 1-0 pitch. Tries to check his swing, but it comes off the handle back to the netting. 1-1.
You know, Mike Grandowski, our beloved radio announcer who passed away with an accident a year or so ago, his first year here. And I used to say things like that, and he'd say, oh, no, you can't root for the home team. You can't say that.
A 1-1. Bounced on the ground to first. Ferguson has it go off his glove to the second baseman who barehand throw to first. They get the out.
Did he call him out?
They did call Long out at first. Cullen comes home to score. Schaumburg is extremely lucky to get an out on the play, but the Otters will take the run, and they're in front 2-0.
Okay.
What a play by Parente at second.
Yeah.
Fielding on the bare hand off of it after it deflected off the first baseman Ferguson and still getting the out with Viatez covering the bag.
But Long gets the RBI.
Correct.
That's it counts.
It goes down as a 3-4-1 putout.
Yeah.
Ferguson had that ball handcuff him. He was trying to grab it and throw to second to start the double play, but never saw it all the way in, and Parente making his way towards first, able to snare the ball and get the out. Cronin up to second. Cullen scores. It's 2-0 Otters. Now Whiting at the plate, the first pitch. Fastball misses downstairs, 1-0.
Finish my story. Mike used to charge me $1 every time I used to say, and we need to get a hit, or we this, and he'd say, no, you can't say that.
Well, I will agree with him. He is right.
That must be the way you're taught in school.
The 1-1 fouled back to the screen, 1-1. It is.
Radio 101?
Yep.
Communications?
Because despite how much we'd like to think we are a part of the team, we are not a part of the team.
You sound just like Mike. You are so much like Mike. That's why I like you.
Or the other thing is he noticed how much you've said that and wanted to make a quick buck.
Yeah, I used to.
The 1-1. Whiting fists it off his hands out to short, popped in the air. Few steps back for the shortstop Hartnagel onto the outfield grass. He makes the catch and ends the inning. But the Otters get an extra run. We'll go to the ninth. Randy Wynn will try and finish it off for the shutout with Evansville on top 2-0 here on WUEV 91.5 FM. Brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
The Tin Fish Restaurant, located at 300 West Jennings Street in Newburgh, Indiana, is a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball. Independently owned and operated, the Tin Fish menu features salads and sandwiches, as well as seafood platters and combos, and seafood burritos, tacos, and burgers. The Tin Fish Restaurant is open 7 days a week from 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. It can be reached by phone at 812-490-7000. The Tin Fish Restaurant.
Injuries are inevitable. It doesn't matter if you're playing baseball, walking the dog, or falling from a ladder. Injuries happen. When they do, Tri-State Orthopedics offers treatment for sprains, strains, and fractures by medical specialists. Tri-State Orthopedics is located at 225 Cross Lake Drive in Evansville, just north of the Lloyd and I-164. Tri-State Orthopedics can be reached by phone at 812-477-1558. Its urgent care line is 812-474-OUCH. Tri-State Orthopedics, a proud supporter of Evansville Otters baseball.
The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's. I'm in the mood for pizza and I'm ready to go. The Pizza Brick Road goes to Tyroni's. So follow me down the Pizza Brick Road. Road down to Tyroni's. The Pizza Brick Road. The Pizza Brick Road always goes to Tyroni's.
top of the 9th inning we go. It's 2-0 Otters, and Randy Wynn's going to try and finish off his second complete game of the week and get his second shutout of the season. All he has to do is go through the middle of the Schaumburg order. 3, 4, and 5 states to a 2-0 lead, trying to get the Otters their second sweep of the season here at home. Sean Godfrey leads it off. Wynn's first pitch of the frame is a looping breaking ball called strike 1 to open up the 9th. Otters in front 2-0.
Mr. Randy has had
the 1-0 breaking ball bounced back through the box. That's going to sneak through for a base hit. Godfrey just lays out the lumber and able to ground it into center field for a leadoff single.
I was about to say, Randy has had complete command. Oh, here comes. That's it.
And Max Peterson out to the mound with Ty Moore due up. Mitch Aker has been warming. Randy right now at 93 pitches.
He's out.
And that is going to be all for Randy Wynn with a tying run coming to the plate. He works into the 9th. Mitch Aker on to close it out. Randy gets a standing ovation. And we've got a pitching change here. We'll take a break and be back with Mitch Aker on the mound here on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.
Hi everyone, this is Pat Mitchell-Worley, host of Bill Street Caravan. Join us each Saturday as we bring you the sounds of Memphis, commentary, and music interviews that take you behind the scenes. The show kicks off the All Blues Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. right here on 91.5 WUEV.
Attention UE alumni. Do you know that the UE Alumni Association sponsors numerous events each year in over 20 cities throughout the country and worldwide? Do you know that over 800 alumni, parents, and other friends volunteer with UE as recruiters, mentors, reunion planners, and fundraisers? Do you know how you can get involved? Find out more by visiting our website at www.evansville.edu/alumni.
What a performance for Randy Wynn. He finishes this week having pitched a total 17 innings. Right now only allowing 1 run, still responsible for Godfrey at first, but Randy leaves this game in a position to win and puts the ball in the hands of Otters All-Star closer Mitch Aker. 1-4 on the season with a 3.07 ERA. 18 saves in 20 tries, 26 in a third innings, 25 strikeouts, 12 walks, 21 hits allowed for the 6'2", 195-pound righty out of William and Mary down in Virginia. Got the save yesterday, giving up 1 walk in the 9th inning against Schaumburg in a 7-4 Otters victory. In that frame, Aker went through Weigel, Godfrey, Moore, and Towns. They'll face Moore and Towns here in the frame, or Moore absolutely, and Towns most likely.
Moore doesn't hit many ground balls. He gets a lot of fly balls, so let's hope that he grounds out to second, because he's a pull hitter. If you notice, he pulls everything.
Moore, the hottest hitter in the league. Over his past 10, hitting .538. Hitting from the left side, Godfrey at first, nobody out, top of the 9th. The first pitch from Aker snaps off a breaking ball just outside, 1-0.
Yeah, if I was Mr. Cronin, I'd play a little deeper. He's playing, well, not halfway, but still he's playing in. And the farther back you play, the more range you got, and we need a double play.
1-0 on Moore, who's 1 for 3 today. The pitch. Same breaking ball, this time called a strike, 1-1. It's 2-0 Evansville, top of the 9th against the Schaumburg Boomers. Evansville hoping for the sweep here to finish it off and cap off this homestand. Aker set, the 1-0 pitch. Yanks a fastball down and in, takes the feet out of Moore underneath of him, falls to the ground, 2-1. Talk about making somebody uncomfortable in the box.
Yeah, I'm going to say, I'm going to wait until he gets in there, and I'm going to make a description here, how many inches There we go. All right, there it is. I'm going to say he's about 8 inches from touching that plate.
2-1 pitch. Big swing, but popped foul out of play, 2-2. And the interesting thing about it is Moore's back foot is closer to the plate than the front foot, a little bit of an open stance.
Right, that's what I'm referring to as the back foot.
That back foot is right up against it.
Right.
For anybody who follows Major League Baseball, very Anthony Rizzo-esque. The Chicago Cubs first baseman does a very similar thing. Moore down in the count, 1-2. The pitch. Fastball popped in the air, shallow left field. Wells got a read on it over to his right. He gets underneath of it and puts it away. A big first out in the top of the ninth. Godfrey stays at first. Otters still lead 2-0.
We were lucky on that. It was a breaking pitch, low, bound by his ankle, which we always keep saying left-handers go for. He uppercutted just like they always do. And fortunately, it was uppercutted to left field.
Now 1 away, and here's Colin Ferguson. Hit a solo home run yesterday. Otters lead 2-0, but the Boomers have the tying run at the plate. Godfrey at first. Aker checks him before coming set. First offering. Bouncing ball up the first base line. That's going to be foul for strike one.
Now, I'm going to make an observation, Sam, and that is the runner on first is not going to steal, because when you're 2 runs down, what good is his run at second base?
Very true. Right now, the only runner that matters is Ferguson in the box.
That's
the potential tying run. The 0-1 fastball misses off the outside corner, 1-1.
So therefore, the pitcher should be concentrating strictly on the batter. Never mind the runner on first. He's not going to steal.
Bush holds on the runner to keep the double play in order. Godfrey with a very small lead. 1-1 offering. Fastball upstairs. Ferguson lays off 2-1. One out, top of the ninth. It's Evansville 2, Schaumburg nothing. Otters 2 outs away from finishing off the 3-game sweep. The 2-1 fastball misses a little bit high on the outside corner. Aker wanted the call, couldn't get it. 3-1.
Right. Just concentrate on the batter. Throw a fastball. Never mind anything else.
The pitch. Fastball misses up and away. That's going to put the tying run at first base. Ball 4 to Ferguson. Godfrey goes up to second, and now it's Kenny Towns. If you look back at Aker's history in this league, he got Towns out yesterday on a pop-up to end the game. But the only other time Aker faced Towns was back in Schaumburg on June 14th when Kenny Towns swatted a walk-off solo home run to left, which was Aker's first loss and first home run allowed this season.
You know, I can tell you right now, he's probably thinking of that right now. Just like you mentioned it, here it is, a situation. If he was to hit one out, the Otters would be 3-2 down. So I'm quite sure that's on his mind.
We got a pinch runner at first. Josh Gardner is going to pinch run for Colin Ferguson, get some more speed for the tying run at first base now.
Yeah, extra base. Runner on second scores and runner.
First pitch to Towns. He swings away, skies it in the air to center. Cullen backing up in front of the warning track. The center fielder's underneath of it. Throw comes back into second. Tagging and going from second to third is the runner Godfrey. Gardner stays at first, and there's 2 away. A big second out.
I'll guarantee you, almost every ballpark but this, that would have been a home run. No doubt about it. That was at least 390 feet to center field. As I say, in 90% of all the ballparks in the Frontier League, that would have been a home run. Thank God we're playing in Otterville.
Now 2 away, and it's up to Dylan Jones. Otters lead 2-0, top of the ninth. Men at the corners for Schaumburg. Right on left matchup, the first pitch. Fastball runs high and away, 1-0. Jones 1 for 3 tonight. Left-handed batter swatted the first hit of the game off of Randy Wynn back in the third inning. Bush holds on the runner at first, the potential tying run. 1-0 pitch. Fastball perfect at the knees, outside corner, 1-1. The Otters have one sweep on the season. It came over a month ago here at home against the Southern Illinois Miners. Now trying to make it two. The 1-1 on the outside corner. A changeup from Aker freezes Jones. And the Boomers are down to their final strike in the ninth.
That is a big call right there to throw a changeup in that situation, especially against a seventh hitter.
1-2 on Jones. Otters lead 2-0. The pitch. Fouled back to the screen. Chased a high fastball. Able to just get a piece. Still 1-2.
Yeah. You can see he's nervous because, as you just described, that was a ball high and outside. And this guy's protecting the plate, so he's going to go after anything.
1-2 on Jones. Runners at first and third for Schaumburg. The tying run and Josh Gardner at first. Akers set.
I'd give him the curveball in.
The 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball fouled up the first base side off the foot of Gardner. Count still 1-2. Joe DeLuca is going to go out to the mound to discuss with Aker what direction they want to go with here.
Yeah, I'd come back with the fastball again.
Two outs, top of the ninth inning. Otters leading 2-0 here on Sunday afternoon, looking to complete the sweep against the Schaumburg Boomers, the defending Frontier League champions. Aker wants to go through the signs again, indicates that to DeLuca. Peers in, gets the one he wants, comes set. Roxon delivers the 1-2 pitch. Skied in the air out to right field, not all too deep. Over into the alley is the right fielder Gardner. He's under it, and he makes the catch. Mitch Aker closes it out in the ninth. And the Otters have swept the Schaumburg Boomers out of town. It's their third straight victory. The final score 2-0 here from Bosse Field on a wonderful Sunday afternoon. We'll take a quick break and be back with the post-game recap. One more time, the final score here from Bosse. It's Evansville 2 and Schaumburg 0. The Otters complete the sweep. We'll be back with the post-game show in just a sec. You've been listening to Evansville Otters Baseball on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krugemeyer and Kahn.
The 4th Annual Blues on the Rock Music Festival will take place Sunday, 2nd at the Rockport City Park in Rockport, Indiana. There'll be regional and national blues acts, food vendors, an over 21 beer garden, and with children's activities, there'll be fun for the whole family. Sponsored by the Association for a Better Rockport and the River Basin Blues Society. Advance tickets are on sale, 812-686-0012. For more information, visit evansvilleblues.com.
Free music, ticket giveaways, artist interviews, and jazz that cooks the blues away. The sounds are perking hot in the Jazz Cafe. I'm Paul Mattingly. I bring all that is jazz and focus on some of the best in area music and culture. Tune into the Jazz Cafe every Friday from 3 until 6 p.m. If online music is your obsession, catch us at WUEV.org. 91.5 UEV is your only place for jazz in the Tri-State.
A Case of the Blues is your home for blues music in the Tri-State, featuring music from local artists like Honey Roy, Dale Niehaus and Bad Mojo, the Bosco France Band, and the Beat Daddies, as well as legends of the blues like B.B. King, Buddy Guy, and Muddy Waters. A Case of the Blues is on every Saturday from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m., only on your place for blues in the Tri-State, 91.5 FM WUEV Evansville, a University of Evansville radio station.
What a weekend it was here at Bosse Field. The Otters finish off their sweep with a shutout victory here on Sunday, beating the Schaumburg Boomers 2-0. Randy Wynn, a stellar 8 innings worked into the ninth. but allowed the first man to reach base, and after that, Mitch Aker came on and closed it out for the save. This is how the final lines end up looking. For Schaumburg, no runs, 6 hits, no errors. For the Otters, 2 runs, 5 hits, no errors. Randy Wynn gets the victory. It's his 6th of the season. Chris Powell picks up the loss. Mitch Aker takes the save, his 19th on the year. Game started at 2:05, got done just at 4:30. A quick one here from Bosse Field. And Bill, just what a weekend it was. We saw a little bit of everything. The offense powered it the past 2 days, but tonight, or this afternoon rather, it was the pitching.
I'll tell you what, Randy, that's 2 outstanding performances back to back, and really he is the hero of today's game. If you were to select someone else, I think you belong to see a psychiatrist. But anyway, what an outstanding game. Good defense. Hunter made that terrific play in the outfield. And overall, hey, way to go, Otters.
Yeah, a big sweep, their 2nd of the season, and with that, we will name Randy Wynn our player of the game, brought to you by Western Ribeye. When you're craving excellence, Western Ribeye and Ribs satisfies. Call 812-476-5405 to make reservations. And now with this sweep here this afternoon, depending on how the rest of the games shake out, the Otters could be just 2 games back come tomorrow morning, heading into a stretch of games, the finale of the season, when every opponent will be a Western Division foe, meaning we're going to see a whole lot more movement as the season goes on. The Otters kick off that stretch with Southern Illinois on Tuesday. They'll play the Miners then an off day Wednesday, and then they'll play a doubleheader on Thursday to wrap up that 3-game set. And Bill, just this weekend, there's just a whole lot you can say, but it's hard to talk about it.
It is, and I won't see you until next Wednesday, where, ladies and gentlemen, I entertain my play-by-play announcers over the years. I take them to lunch along with the producer, Paul Mattingly, and because I've always been grateful to work with these young men, and it is an honor to work with guys like Mike and Sam here. And, of course, Paul Mattingly does a super job of all of us in keeping us in line, and also bringing in Preston and Zane. So we should have a full house. And don't worry, you can have 2 napkins.
Well, the Otters will start back up playing an off day tomorrow, and then Tuesday we'll hit the road and head to Southern Illinois for the first game of that series at 7:05. Pre-game show starting 6:45, 6:50-ish around that time. Be sure to join us. And I'll just about wrap it up here from Bosse Field. Evansville takes the victory 2-0. They sweep the Schaumburg Boomers out of town with an awesome 3-game set. The offense did it the first 2 days, and then here today, a combined shutout from Randy Wynn and Mitch Aker gives the Otters the sweep, their 2nd on the year. Want to say thank you for our producer back in the studio, Paul Bragg, and all of his hard work today. For my partner, Bill McCune, everybody who stuck around and listened to the Otters shutout and series sweep of the Boomers, thank you for being there. We'll be back on the airwaves on Tuesday evening at 6:45. Be sure to join us. I've been Sam Jelinek, and this has been a presentation of Evansville Otters baseball on WUEV 91.5 FM, brought to you by Krukemeyer and Kahn.